Yo, 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 what is going on, family? What's up, gang? Happy Friday, everybody. It is your boy, Prototype Virgo, back with another live reaction to One Piece 1061. It's a beautiful One Piece Friday, ain't it? Oda been dropping that gas pack week after week. And as fans of his wonderful series, we are here, bruh. We are here, and this got to be seen. You can be seen. You can indeed be seen, my brother. Yes, indeed. What's up, Efren Lopez? What's up, Ace? Yes, like the stream if you want. If you don't, then don't. That's how I get down. Terry Martin said he busting out the Henny for this one. Busting out the bando. I can get down with that. I can get jiggy with that. You already know. You always keep Uncle Paul on deck. We always keep Uncle Paul. Fuck it. Let's talk to Uncle Paul real quick. What's good? Your wife left you? I got you. Ooh! But yeah, One Piece Friday. Oh, wow. I'll be right back. Technical difficulties. We love it when it overflows. As long as it doesn't overflow on the laptop. That is the most important part. And on a white dresser at that. Let's fix that. Un poquito. All right. Now, we can start the stream. Cheers to that. Yes, we love sticky. Anyway, what's happening, gang? What's up, Breezy? Get your lotion. Whoa. Lotion. No. Anyway, I have a pseudo announcement. I think on Mondays I'm going to actually begin utilizing my Twitch, not just for anime or One Piece content, but I kind of want to do random reactions to videos and just random content, just for fun. I'm off on Monday, so I think that'd be fun for me. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll probably drop the Twitch next video. We'll see. Niggas get bored on Mondays. Niggas want to get shit to do. You dig? But yeah, man. With the way these streak of chapters have been going with Oda, I'm excited for what we're about to get today. I wish I could do my reactions on Thursdays, but I'm always busy. I know I'm always late doing it on Fridays, but hey, we here, nigga. Be happy I'm here. So, without further ado, let's get into it. One Piece. You know how we get down. One Piece chapter 1061. Egghead, the island of the future. Egghead? Okay. There's Reiju, Yonji, Ichiji, the Witch Caesar. German 66's Cold-Blooded Voyage, Volume 19. Time to escape. Niji and Yonji are free. Yeah, all right. I believe the Germa cover story is probably going to come to an end very soon. TC and shout out, as you know, every single week these chapters are brought to us by TCB Scans. Follow TCB Scans on Twitter. Follow TCB Scans on Instagram. Shout out to big homie Spicy Lice. And you know we got to give a little shout out to Robin and Luffy with the cats, with the black hats and the black tats and a couple gats. Let's get it. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, there's key. All right, let's start it up. Who's that? Hurtling through the air. She just popped out of the water. Gasp, cough, pant, pant. Good old Bonney. Cough, I'm saved. Who's there? Wait, where did that monster go? It's still below us. Look down. Good, she seems safe, but just how far is Luffy going to keep flying? I think that run's trying to say something. She said, look down. Is that a squid? Huh? It's a giant sea squid. There's something scary beneath us. Let's scram before it surfaces. Yeah. Actually, that might be a shark, fam. That's a shark. Well, that solves that. Snap. Is that a shark boat? Ah. What the hell is this thing? A shark? No, it's too big and it's made of steel. Hold on tight. It's going to be a rough landing. Not good. Luffy and the others fell in the sea. Frankie, take the helm. Steer the ship over to us. This is why Jinbei is very useful. My nigga can swim. Keel attachment. Clank. Click. Rabbit screw propeller. Oh, has he used that before? Has Frankie unleashed that before on the ship? Beep, beep. Hey, yo. We got Sharky shooting missiles, bruh? Kia! What was that? Damn, Sonny. Oh, crap. We're capsizing. Robin Schwan! Nami Schwan! Jinbei? Luffy, Chopper, don't worry, I'm here. That noise, it sounded like an explosion. Hang on, you three, we're going up. Huh. Oh my, what a tremendous current. Steering a ship in this is next to impossible. Yo, these niggas are out for blood. Jinbei said, Cannon. Everyone hold your breath. We're going to dive. Cough. Hoof. Hoof. Here we go. Hey, Jinbei. The waves are too strong. We can't get back up. Slurp. Who is this nigga? Why he looking like that? Hey, yo. Yo, I want to say, but okay, I love that he punched the shit out the shark. I want to say something before we continue. Right now, I'm getting big pre-time skip vibes. The feel of adventure, not knowing where we're going, not knowing what's coming next is such a good feeling. It's such a good feeling, And I'm so invested because I have no idea what's about to happen next. I don't know who this mysterious metal man is, what this shark is about. This is peak One Piece for me. Like the thought of not knowing what's about to go down is great after the Yonko saga. Zoro and the gang. Usopp already losing his breath, bro? A nearby island. A nearby G-14 naval base. Be good boys and girls now. It's medicine time. Navy headquarters Captain Tashigi. Good old Tashigi. I'm only drinking this because Tashigi-san said so. It's yucky. Blur. We've all shrunk quite a lot, haven't we? Absolutely. I hardly recognize you, Mocha. Tashigi, have you got a sec? Is that pest Helmeppo? Can you do something about him? G-14 Commander Vice Admiral Doll? Who is this? Another Vice Admiral introduced to the story? What did he say? Vice Admiral Doll, she got the spiked collar choker? What? What kind of doll we talking? Sex doll? You know I can't. His best friend's life is on the line. And I'm worried about Captain Kobe too. He's our junior as a Marine after all. Please, you have to listen. I'm begging you. We're all on the same side, right? Navy Headquarters Lieutenant Commanders of Sword, Helmeppo. Navy Headquarters Commander of Sword, Hibari. I second this, you hear? I owe Kobe Senpai. And who is this? Hibari? New characters? Okay. You have to come with us to Pirate Island, Prince. Please, Prince, we need you. Pirate Island? That's Emperor Blackbeard's home turf. We'll be swarmed by pirates if we stick our noses into that beehive. Navy Headquarters Rear Admiral of Sword, Prince Groose. Who are these characters? Am I oblivious? I know they haven't been alluded to before. These are all new characters. That's why it's called Hachinosu. Egghead so close to us. Why can't we deploy a Seraphim? Are you crazy? Both of you calm down. At the moment, we cannot get a hold of Drake either. We're in no position to act right now. Is that clear? Interesting. Luffy's group. How can you not know who I am? I'm part of the worst generation just like you. We were both on Sabaody 2 years ago. Oh, you're a part of it too? It's Jewelry Bonney, baby. You ain't know? You ain't know that's Bonney, baby. Ooh. Please be a grown adult. Please be a grown adult. Bonney, please be a grown adult. Don't forget we're enemies and the name's Bonney. Still, thanks for saving my bacon back there. Don't sweat it, Bogey. This nigga called her Bogey. Luffy funny as hell, bro. Luffy don't never get nobody name right. Don't sweat it, Bogey. Ah, it's so cold. Are you seriously an emperor? What's the deal with your wanted poster anyway? I thought your hair was white now. They made quite a stir about it in the papers, you know. Oh, that's just how I look when I'm totally free. What's that supposed to mean? Anyway, aren't you worried about the rest of your crew? They'll figure it out. She. I can't believe you got the Knight of the Sea with you too. Yes, Bonney, we get it. The nigga's impressive, alright? We get it. Since we're on the subject, what happened to your ship and crew? I came alone. That metal monster back there gobbled up my ship. That reminds me, I'm starving. This woman is always hungry, bro. Let's go find a restaurant. I'm hungry too. Ooh, do you have any money on you, Luffy? You boneheads don't have a clue, do you? You're not going to find any food joints here. This is a government island. Do I have to spell everything out? A government island. We're on Egghead. The island that's said to be 500 years into the future. Dr. Vegapunk's research lab is here. Vegapunk, I know that name. Vegapunk's the reasons I'm here. We've got business. It's time! It's time for Dr. Vegapunk, Dr. Eggman Egghead himself. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for Vegapunk. It has been 1,000 chapters in the making to see Vegapunk. Absolutely. I'm here for it. Big ass Iron Giant looking ass nigga with the sunny boy. Bro straight like the Iron Giant, no bull. Giant robot! God, this won't do it all. It's another failure. I wonder why, though. Perhaps overriding primal desires is simply impossible. Somebody's coming out. How utterly vexing. Ain't no way. Ain't no way Vegapunk is what I think Vegapunk is. Thanks for saving us, whoever you are. I ordered the Mecha Shark to scout, report, and fire, but it keeps trying to eat ships. There won't be anything left to salvage. I must have bungled the programming. Forgive me, but did you say I just saved you? Oh, you naive pirates. I work for the government. Despite my mediocrity, they like to call me their scientific genius. Yay! Yahoo! Woohoo! 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 Bing! Dr. Vegapunk is a fucking woman. I love it! I love it! You can call me Dr. Vegapunk. What? Woohoo! Love it! That's what I'm fucking talking about. I love it. Vegapunk. You love to see it. And also, is that like a super mech? I wonder how combative the mech is. It's huge. I wonder how strong it is. One, I love how cheery. I love the cheery disposition of Vegapunk. The very cheery disposition, because Vegapunk probably ain't scared of shit. I'm sure Vegapunk is cybernetically enhanced. Can really box if she needs to. Oh, yes! Thank you, Oda. A strong female character. A strong female character. We needed that. We needed that. We had a few. We have a few. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. We had a few strong female characters, but they're far and few between. And the fact that this one is hyper intelligent is also awesome. I mean, 500 years into the future, it don't get more intelligent than that. Almighty Fixmix said, "What makes this nigga think she's strong?" When I say strong, I don't mean actual strength, Fixmix. You fucking dunderhead. I mean strong as incompetent, strong within in confidence, strong in their smarts, strong in more ways than actual brute strength, you moron. Strong female character and how they carry themselves. God, guys, relax. I didn't say this nigga's Yonko level. What's wrong with y'all? Jesus Christ. Dunderheads. Yes, I'm clarifying now. And then she got folded like Hancock. Nigga, stop it. Nigga, stop it. Terry Martin is spitting. Terry said, "I really appreciate Oda at least pairing Bonney with the crew members who don't give a fuck. It would have been annoying if it was another Sanji nosebleed." I 100% agree. But at the same time, we're probably still going to get a Sanji nosebleed from Vegapunk. Because that's just how that nigga act. KG said, "Admit you horny, Virgo." Horny for what? I'm talking about strength and now I'm horny? What are we doing? What are we doing? Strong, charismatic, and that leads to shaboing boing action? How, Sway? How? How am I shaboing boinging? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Wait, I neglected my brothers for too long. Why do you want Nami and Bonney to interact with each other? She looks like Nami. Okay, 80% of the women in One Piece look like each other. Let's start that. All right. 80% of the women in One Piece look like each other with maybe a little difference in face and different hair color. We all know that's true. We all know that's true. And always laughing, yes, it is very possible. I'm sure Vegapunk's not weak. But like I said, when I was talking about it, that's not what I was referring to. I wanted a strong, competent woman character in the fact that she is a capable person, probably very adaptable to any situation, I would assume. Did I talk about Kobe having more hoes than Sanji with less screen time? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Kobe over Sanji. Whoa! Is that what's being talked about? Where did Kobe have hoes? Where did Kobe have hoes? Where did that come from? Elaborate. Snake said Virgo trying to get sponsorships. I mean, sure, but from who? If I get sponsored from Hazy IPA, nigga, if I can get a beer sponsorship, nigga, that's the goal. Nigga, I'll quit YouTube. If I get a beer sponsorship, I'll start making vines, MySpace posts. I'll post on Tag. Nigga, I'll do whatever they want me to do. Nigga, I'll get super followers on Twitch if I can get sponsored by a beer company. That I can guarantee. Kobe got bitches crying over him. Boy. They're just homies. It ain't even like that. Boa actually loves Luffy. Sanji doesn't. Sanji had viola. Sanji had pudding. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey, Sauce God, appreciate you. Don't do that. I'll die happy smoking on Kopi on the Hakari spitting. We smoking on that Kobe pack? We smoking on that Kobe pack? Chinho Wong is spitting. Hey, Chinho, let me get you with this moderator real quick, blah. If I had a beer sponsorship, no, I would not survive. Also, one more person. I haven't done a mod of the day in a long time, but the Snake has been coming to my streams for a long time. I think he deserves to be moderator. Welcome to the Wrench Gang. Bang, bang. Welcome, Chief. Viola was Dofi's leftovers? Wow. Y'all are not keeping the same energy. Y'all are not keeping the same energy because when Viola was introduced, y'all were all over Viola when she was first introduced. Y'all are not keeping the same energy. Y'all are really adamant about the discussion, huh? Okay. It's hot. It is hot in here and I am sweating. All right, we'll have a discussion. I suppose took a little one piss. I guess fish mix will discussion into fruition. I guess he has that kind of power. Fish mix might be more powerful than you thought. Everyone. Hey, yo. Sauce want that joint? Sounds like a bet, Sage. I got you, Dorson. What's good, Teddy?
What's good, bro?
Teddy, you sound horrible, G.
Do I really?
Yeah, you sound atrocious.
Oh shit! Like how bad?
Like really, like my mic on my worst day is bad.
Oh shit! Damn, yeah, it's my headphones. My headphones are shit.
What happened to them? They didn't used to be like this. Like what the fuck?
That or it's the fact that I'm on the highway and you're hearing the reverb from the.
Are you talking through your car?
Yeah.
That ain't it.
Yeah, hold on.
I ain't gonna cap to you. I'm sorry, G. That shit is not it.
I was lost in the sauce, but now I'm found.
It's about time you said that shit, nigga. You ain't said that shit in mad streams.
Nah, man, cause
my nigga lost his moniker, bro.
Nah, just I ain't been making videos like that, so I don't be saying like that, man.
Nigga, it ain't about that, bro. Nigga, that's how niggas know, like, when you hear, bro. You know what I'm saying?
They're knowing here by my face, yeah, didn't it?
That's a bad. You do always get that bitch in the camera.
You know.
Damn. My nigga Big News been sad as a bitch texting me, bro. He been messaging me like, man, I'm overseas, bro. I've been missing mad streams. I be feeling bad.
He out here fighting for our country.
On my mama, he is though.
Hey, respect. Oh. But hey man, what you think about that chapter though, man? I know you you made your neighbors mad by fucking yelling and shit.
I mean, I weren't too crazy.
Yeah,
I would say about an 8, about an 8 or 7.5. It was cool.
No, it was 10 out of 10.
For
hey, you already know, man. Sauce that got TikTok famous. He had a couple clubs. Now he too good.
No, hold on. Time out. Durson. I've never heard you give anything a 10 out of 10 before.
Yeah, Virgo, what you doing screaming and yelling, getting kicked out your spot?
Hold on. Wait, got to be seen. Hold up. Because I ain't never heard Durson say 10 out of 10. Nothing. Forever.
It is 10 out of 10 for the Cobra store, nigga. The Vince knows back in the field, nigga. Fucking
never mind. I forgot German was in this bitch. Oh, my God.
Vince knows elbows all day, nigga. German double 6, nah, nigga. German double U. Come on now.
I told you, hey, so didn't I call it though? I told him that Caesar was gonna be leaving with him. Everybody like, how you gonna do it? I was like, I don't know, but you watch that man booking out with him because they left his ass behind. They coming back around. You know who's gonna ride out with him.
I'll be right back, gang. I'm gonna grab another beer real quick.
Yeah. Nah, but what y'all think? Y'all really think that? Did y'all really see Caesar being able to escape from that situation when he was left the fuck behind?
Hell yeah.
Caesar?
All right. Like that one right there. I want to touch on that one. Like, there's a couple of them.
Who can stop him? He can fly.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, he couldn't get out on his own because, yeah, he could fly, but he would have to have had somebody to sell out with. Outside of, like, the German, who the hell else would he have really sold out with?
I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna go with Capone.
Yeah, I really did too. Like, I genuinely thought that was gonna be like Capone's next little like second in command, because you know, like, what's that boy, Ghost Gun Vito?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I still think that dude got like the chameleon devil fruit or some shit, bro. The way he like talk, his hands and all that shit, bro. That little tongue he got, bro. I really think, cause that man can like go invisible. That's why he got the little Ghost Gun moniker.
Nice shit. You know,
I'm gonna be like, I just don't understand how. See, like, I can get Caesar moving around, he gassed and all that shit. How the hell, with Oven and Katakuri there, Caesar gonna be able to pull off a move that's gonna handle a Yonko commander and like a heavy level subordinate? That just like, I'm still feeling a little bit like, what the hell?
Because Caesar is broken, regardless of
yeah.
Caesar can utilize his fruit well whenever he decides to.
Yeah,
or whenever Oda decides to let him, rather.
Now that's accurate. Whenever Oda decides, because that's the reason they gave Caesar that fruit.
It's like when Katakuri was insane, and then all of a sudden he wasn't.
Yeah, like you can't give a OP fruit like the gas fruit to somebody who's competent. Hell nah. He gotta be quirky.
Hey, Durson, bro. I was listening to a stream about 2 years ago, right? Me and you was talking. We said we can't give good fruits to smart niggas.
No.
Because we were talking about, like, bro, if a nigga who could actually have some combat powers had sugar fruit, nigga, please. Nigga, please.
Be over with.
Hey, yeah, that was one that's still kind of like.
It'd be like, look, that's exactly why I don't power scale One Piece. Because you got niggas who are like fucking Kaido who can fucking destroy islands and shit. But you got this little 12-year-old bitch that can turn into a teddy bear. Over with.
No. Here's one for you. We got Law's devil fruit versus Barto's little barrier thing, because Law could, like, I guess, cut intangible shit. Would he still be able, like, with his devil fruit, to be able to do anything to, like, Barto's barrier?
Well,
like,
technically, he should be able to.
Yeah.
Well, technically, he should be able to. Got to be saying, he should be able to teleport himself into anything inside of his barrier.
Well, that's what I said. Like, would the barrier be able to stop anything from being able to cross across it? Because that's what a barrier is.
It's not.
All right.
His barrier don't stop space and time, my nigga.
All right, so that just means that Law's devil fruit would be superior. Now, put somebody like, say, Zoro with Bart's little barrier fruit. You think that Law getting in on that? Come on.
Yes, it is. It's the same concept. The strength meant nothing. It's the same concept.
It don't matter who it is.
Really?
The strength actually meant nothing in that regard.
Well, I thought that, like, we had with up there on the rooftop, Law was like he couldn't use his room to
the
do
Big Mom
anything
hockey
to.
thing, right?
Right, yeah. I'm still kind of curious about, like, I know that devil fruits do not negate hockey outside of Blackbeard's fruit, but they do, like, make, like, certain things tangible.
Yeah. So what I was saying is that he could just say there's a pebble next to Barto inside the barrier.
Okay, yeah. I
You
get
feel
where
me?
you're coming at now.
Okay.
So like, just because he couldn't go through the
places, my nigga. Like
he pulling Barto right out that barrier. Get over here, bitch. Scorpion style.
He's going inside the barrier with the nigga because he's switching places with the pebble.
And then just chopping him up, moving
and then his raps. Yeah.
Okay, well, all right, here's another one. Like, do we think that certain individuals are where they're at solely based on their devil fruit? I'm talking about like high level individuals, or outside of having that devil fruit that they can still do something.
Well, I mean, Magellan is one of them because from what we see, he doesn't seem to be very hockey proficient.
Sure.
Exactly.
But there are broken niggas who happen to have both, i.e. the Yonkos.
Okay.
Literally Luffy.
And Luffy. Luffy's definitely one. Easy.
You know?
All right. That's another one on like the broken devil fruits. Everybody was talking about him using the like Pluton or like Uranus or whatever the heck it was, like ancient weapon. I was like, well, what if it's like a next level version of like Fujitori's gravity fruit? Like this man really is calling it genuine fucking meteors down on people.
Fuji is doing that, yes.
I'm saying like him. What would the next level?
His was like destroying a country. That's a bit more extreme.
Now he's dropping suns. I mean, he got the power of the sun. What the hell? I don't know.
He had his own more advanced version of 16 holy bullets. I don't know if he is using his own devil fruit, but I was skepticizing about it. Right? If he were to use devil fruit, what could it possibly be?
Yeah, that's one I was really curious about because, like, if it genuinely is a power, what fucking power drops? Like, does he call a star down? Does he really call like a meteor down? Is this some type of like how like Kizaru has something to do with like light and all that? Is it some like a next level of that? Is it that plasma fruit? Like this man literally is like the nuke fruit. He just nukes motherfuckers.
I don't know, but I mean I'm a firm believer of it being an ancient weapon. I'm also not opposed to being wrong.
All right. But all right, say he has that as a devil fruit ability. The fuck is countering that?
Running. I don't know.
I think we do have to have a moment of like bigger picture where we realize that if the ancient kingdom had so powerful weapons of mass destruction, or at least things that the government have told us are weapons of mass destruction, there must be something the government had in the first place that allowed them to take down the ancient kingdom. Now, whether it's the exact thing that we saw take down Lelouch, or whether it's another ancient weapon and the government themselves have, a number of them, it seems to me like a hole in logic for them to not have any kind of ancient weapon themselves.
So you think they seized one of the three ancient weapons from?
No, you're not listening. That's what I'm saying. There's a hole in logic by saying that only the ancient kingdom would have weapons of mass destruction.
Well, hold on. What if hold on. Before we move forward on that, I was gonna say, what if like Alabasta, they were connected to the ancient kingdom, and just like those original like 20 kingdoms, like they turned, like they were like they're basically traitors, and like turning traitor, they seized one of the weapons.
The one of the 20 kingdoms, but here's the thing.
Nefertari has Pluton.
No, they don't.
It's in Alabasta.
The clan was betrayed.
No, it isn't. Again, it
society. Isn't. Didn't it say they were betrayed or something like that?
Yeah.
So back up, guys. Back up.
I'm sorry. I'm overstepping people. I'm on mute for a second.
Let her explain her point before y'all try to break it down.
Her point was the government had.
Let her explain her point before you break it down.
So,
come on.
Let me just start with the fact that Pluton is in Wano. Like, that was confirmed. So it's not in Alabasta. What's in Alabasta is a poneglyph alluding to the location of Pluton.
Okay, gotcha.
That is 100% correct. We found that out with Sukiyaki.
Yeah. So
still of the understanding it was in Alabasta.
Okay, I understand, but that's not true. And the next point,
now I'm following.
My guy. Right. So the next point is that for there to be ancient weapons that have been labeled as such that may or may not actually be weapons, because we see a lot of fallacies with the government. There must have been a reason to make them in the first place. There must have been a reason to have mass destruction from a kingdom that, as far as now, has been suggested to be peaceful and high in tech and trying to unify the seas. So there must be a reason that this kingdom that lived in harmony in its own scriptures built weapons of mass destruction.
Correct.
And the logic would be, especially now we've seen these, massive destruction at Leloucha, that the world government themselves have either had for a very long time or will always have had their own weapons of mass destruction that more likely are true weapons of mass destruction compared to the ancient kingdoms.
Fair.
Cool.
Now I have.
Okay.
No, so I'm no. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll let you guys retort, and then I have two more things to say. Go ahead. Go ahead, Teddy. Teddy.
The clan was like,
I guess niggas don't want
betrayed, or wasn't it like implied they were betrayed? So that the argument got their own.
Teddy, we gotta talk about this, Mike.
From the technology of the. I bet you I gotta.
You ain't want to talk about a mic, Virgo.
No. I am the only one because I know my shit is piss poor. I'm the only one.
About mine's work.
My shit be piss poor. So I'm the only one who can talk about it.
Piss poor. Love it. Yo.
So Teddy, I just told you stop talking through the car, G.
Virgo, when are we gonna get into the meat and potatoes of this chapter? Because I've been seeing people who don't think this is even real.
But we can talk about potatoes.
You don't like meat, nigga? That's good protein.
You gay. Anyway. Fish. No, it's funny.
I like to say, what's up, Jay? Good to see you, bro. I know you've been quiet this whole time.
I know Jay's there. Jay knows I love him, but I was trying to let this go along first.
Yo, Virgo, what does it sound like now?
I want to say first, Fish, you were so adamant about having this conversation. I want to let you go ahead and have the floor.
What is this meat and potatoes? I want to hear.
Yo.
Right, so I've seen some people recently on Twitter saying they don't. Well, even in my comments when I covered this video, they were saying they don't think this is the real Vegapunk. When you look at her shirt, it's saying like 02 Vega, like Punk or whatever, and then like also when we've had Kuma talking about Vegapunk in the past, he always used the words he. He was saying he and this and that, so it could very well be this isn't the real Vegapunk. It might be like an artificial body that he created or something like that.
What you talking about, boy? What you talking about, boy?
Don't start.
What
don't
you
start,
talking
Sensei.
About, boy?
Don't
what
start,
you
Sensei.
About? No. What
hey, Sensei came in on bullshit? Wow.
No, I'm chilling, dude.
What's this Houston nigga doing here, bro? What's up?
Wait, a Houston nigga? That's not Mike.
Houston?
That's not Mike.
You got Mr. Glover, Mr. and Mrs. Glover, and you got Houston all in one call. You think I ain't gonna say nothing to you, nigga?
That's crazy.
Absolutely, guy. Absolutely.
What's going on?
Is that water?
Is
that water?
My niggas. I got the lick. What type of time this is? I don't want to get niggas drunk.
Brown.
Hey, I had to take a break today. I'm doing yard work. I would love to drink with y'all, but I am not trying to die.
No, I completely understand that. But I don't care either.
One of my best latest TikToks was inspired by Sensei.
Really?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, G.
Yeah, get him, bro.
Okay. No, I was saying one of my latest TikToks was inspired by Sensei. We was talking shit about me drinking that wine.
Word? hey, drop that hoe. Hey, drop that hoe in the chat. I ain't seen that shit.
I was about to say, let me see that shit.
Hey, I wish I could find the link that
I'll find it, but I'll find it later. I'm on the road right now.
That's a bet.
My bad, Fish. I ain't mean to cut you off. What you were saying?
He meant to.
Go ahead, finish your thought.
I'm glad you cut that nigga off.
Jay, relax.
Fake D Legend back at it again. But I was just saying, basically, when we have Kuma first talking about Vegapunk, I don't know what chapter it was, but I've seen panels. Every time he referred to Vegapunk, he was using the word he. And yeah, so I mean, this could be just a thing where it's like it actually is a girl, but she just identifies as he or whatever. You know, I'm not really getting on to that.
I don't need that shit
move forward. I just want to touch on that.
I don't need Yamato 2.0 either, but I'm just saying.
Fish, are you talking about like the same way they like clone like the warlords, like this is like a clone or some shit, or you think like this is like an Android,
it could potentially be
like this
something like
Android
that,
16 DBZ? Like what you trying to say, bro?
I'm saying it could potentially be like some artificial body that he made or whatever, like the Seraphims or something like that, or it could just be this is like Vegapunk's underling, but like we haven't met the actual Vegapunk. She's just calling herself Vegapunk until we meet the real Vegapunk. So I mean, y'all got the floor. You can just tell me what y'all think.
That's very viable. But I want to just go ahead and believe this is Vegapunk. I'm tired of these like fake out reveals.
I feel that too. I agree with you, Fish. I definitely think that this is a possibility, especially with the whole not reveal, but the whole it's a number on the bitch's titties.
Oh my god! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I really think like okay, it's a fake out, but I
Vegapunk clone number 2.
Like I really want this Vegapunk to be a bitch. And to be that bitch, you know what I'm saying? And like be so like in the
dog said be
like,
a bitch. You such a Chicago nigga, bro.
Because if that's the island that Shorty been on this whole fucking time, like
can I ask you something?
What up?
Nigga, where you grow up?
Southside.
I know you Southside. I'm Southside too, but like where specifically?
Over east, so I've been all over the South.
Cause you so OD, bro. No, cause I know niggas that talk like you, bro. Like I want her to be a bitch, bro. You know you could have said female. You so OD.
I could have, but you know, it's Friday.
This just sound better. No, come on, man.
I know what I'm saying. Like I'm dumb, bro.
My bad, Sajay.
No. All I'm gonna say is female is mad disrespectful compared to bitch.
Oh,
okay. So let's unpack this. We're gonna unpack that statement.
Okay.
Why? I wanna know why. Why is that more disrespectful?
Because bitch at least is more specific to either female dogs, and therefore, you know, at least a specific animal and people, like annoying women, whether that be the case or not.
Okay.
Female is literally anything with the gender female. You do not call men males. I'm sorry. I know loads of people say, "Oh, my male." You don't say my male homie. You don't.
I do.
And I hear people try and justify it all the time.
That's funny as a bitch.
Put it this way, and here's the issue.
When I talk about girls, I say my female homie. No bullshit.
That's so here. I think one. This is extremely overblown, and it depends on how much power you give the word. If I say male or when you're talking about man or woman, men prefer to say not men. People prefer to say male or female because it rolls off the tongue more.
Or if
I'm saying male or female and me saying the word female is offensive to you, that's an issue with you. It's not an issue with me using the term.
That's not what I'm saying. Okay, that's not what I said.
But I'm trying to say because you're saying the term female. So are you talking about in any context or a specific context? Because
I'm talking about the specific interuse of bitch and female being exchangeable. I'm talking about that specifically, and I'm not saying that it is offensive. I'm saying that it's more offensive.
So you're saying, Sage, when
if you say bitch, it's colloquial, the same as the no. If you say female, you are being specific to acknowledge that person is a woman without actually giving them the human aspect of the word woman.
That's crazy, but like Sage, colloquialisms are like really specific.
Can I say something?
Personally, Virgo, I'm gonna be honest. I think that's I think that's just insane. If I say this bitch, I'm purposely being disrespectful. I'm not thinking about a dog when I say this bitch. I'm thinking about a woman, and I'm trying to be disrespectful to her.
Can I say
at least
hey, Sensei, hold on.
Can I say something?
Yeah, of course, guys. What's up?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, in regards to all this, I know to solve all this. It's one of my mottos, actually. Bring back the word soul. Whether you like bitch or female, soul. Whether you want to say bitch or female.
We call souls people, though. In Chicago, we call souls people. So, like, souls ain't just women or men.
Yeah, that's way too neutral. That's way too neutral. That's way too neutral.
But sauce is southern, bro.
Because Sage, if we're gonna
southern, my nigga.
We say
Sage, if we're gonna go down that route, then when black women say niggas, there is a very disrespectful connotation to the way black women will say niggas when they say niggas ain't shit.
Absolutely.
At
And
that point,
almost
we should
always,
just
Okay.
and it's always a personal one as well, because it's always either their or it's Nazan, whatever. It is always either to be specific that there's an ownership element, or to be specific that there is a annoyed element. But it is the same. At least with that, you're identifying that person is a human being, and B, that the context is you are trying to be rude.
But with female,
when you're saying female, you're not even trying to be rude. It's like if you were to go up to somebody and you were like, let's say they're a man and they're gay, and you went, "What up, the?" And you just technically, yeah, okay. And what if you went up to them and were like, "Hey, gay"? Like, it's still wrong. It's still wrong.
Hold on.
It's still wrong.
So hold on. Let me get it. Hold on. Real quick. Hey, relax. No. Sage, are you basically saying it's just too damn broad?
My issue is it's very broad, and it's not intentional to be offensive. I understand that, and I don't take it as like, oh, how could you? But I don't take bitch as that either, or hoe, or slag, or any of it, because at the end of the day, like you said, the words only have power if I give them power. Like if I acknowledge them and get hurt, then there's a reason I'm acknowledging them and getting hurt.
Slut. I think you said slut.
Did you say slug?
S-L-U-T. Slut.
I said slut.
Slag.
Oh, I thought you said slug. I was saying,
she said slag.
I got a new
I
term
probably
to
said
disrespect
slag, to
people.
be honest.
You said slag. You said
Slag.
my only issue is that the word bitch is solely meant to be derogatory. There's no positive way to say bitch unless unless it is your another woman saying it to another woman.
There we go.
There is no other context of calling someone a bitch that is not derogatory.
Or if you're gay.
That's my point. But that's my point. Is at least when you say bitch, there's an element that you are, being degrading. When you say female, you are not trying to be degrading, but you are taking away the fact that they are a human being, because you are identifying. Hold on. You're identifying them by a scientific term.
I do want to hear what Sensei has to say, because I'm the one who originally addressed it.
I just feel like you're looking too, but I feel like that's a case where you're looking too deep into it.
I'm not the only person that feels
Jay, I don't think she's looking. I think she's just saying in general.
No, like if you're on about somebody in a scientific or medical context, of course that's appropriate. But if you're on about colloquially, you're using a scientific word colloquially.
I love that word.
No, because you're talking about scientific terms.
I love that word.
I just want to say scientific term. What about woman? Be like, okay, woman, instead of okay, female, instead of okay,
that's
bitch.
what I say.
Now, all right, woman. Does not still
No, but Sage, again, it's like I feel like
somebody in the chat said harlot. That's crazy.
Not everyone's going to use the words female and think, oh, I'm using a scientific definition. People are just using it to describe someone who is a woman, and it's not something that's meant to be offensive.
You've just proved my point. You're describing someone who is a woman.
Yes, but female and woman are interchangeable.
I still want to hear what Sensei got to say. They are
only interchangeable in the sense that they are a gendered idea.
You don't really give a fuck.
Exactly, and I agree. But again, you have to understand that you are assuming the way someone is using it is meant to be, that I'm viewing you as something that's not human. I think that is a crazy stretch to assume that someone that uses the term.
That word is. It's like, why? If
so
this is
One Piece
why
chapter,
do you
though.
not say, oh, that's my male friend. Oh, that's my male homie. If that's so true, you say my guy, my bro, my dude. Like, you don't say my male friend. You might say my male doctor, but you're using it in a formal context.
And I agree. So here's one thing that I say: there's 1,000 ways to say the same thing. If your predisposition is that someone says the word female to you, what is your immediate assumption?
Don't get me wrong.
Somebody dig up Kevin Samuels and get to the bottom of this.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to assume that somebody using that word means it in a derogatory way. I'm saying that the word has a derogatory effect because it is a scientific term rather than a colloquial term.
Hey, look,
and it does not describe only female animals.
If Vegapunk is a scientist, do you think she would be cool with being called female since she exists in science?
She's a fictional character. If we're gonna go there, maybe she says, she doesn't say it's in my DNA. Maybe she says it's in my deoxyribonucleic acid. But I don't know.
That'll be fire. That'll be fire.
She said Android. She might have different pronouns. Respect them.
When is the last time anybody on this call actually set out DNA, bro?
I did.
Say what now?
When is the last time anybody on this call just set out DNA the way Sage just did?
I said Deus nucleic.
Nigga, no.
I can say 11th grade because I took all those
same classes before I fucking never said that shit.
Hey, Sage, you deserve a hand clap for that one, G. I haven't said that word in so fucking long.
You deserve a cheek clap.
Jesus Christ.
Sir?
Yeah, because
it's in my autism.
Bro, that shit is not, bro. I would have had to pull that shit out my ass to think of what that shit stood for.
Wait, what you pulling out your
I ain't
ass?
gonna lie to you. That word, nigga. Nucleic acid. I'm G.
Hey, what the fuck?
Hey,
it's mine.
One Piece.
But to wrap up the conversation. I was gonna say to wrap up the conversation. I see both sides like Chanel. But me being a nigga from Chicago and
no thanks. Thanks.
And most niggas that I know, I think it goes both ways. But I like I said, I see it both ways. But I think the use of the word goes both ways for men, depending on the context. So for me, I just casually call Shorty a bitch, not because I'm purposely degrading her. No, I'm talking to Sage. Damn, is she gone?
No,
she's here.
Not because I'm degrading her, but because I'm just that it rolled off the tongue.
I know her personally.
Female does the same thing for me, where there are times where I'm like, nah, bro, these fucking females, like, and I'm saying that with intention to be less than, you know what I mean? So to your, you know what I'm saying, point. Yes, I'm saying that for y'all to be less than, but I would say, nah, bro, that bitch bogus as hell. In the same context.
Yeah. All right, can I get the subject changed? Can I get a subject change?
We can't. Hold on. I want to say.
Go ahead, my bad. I didn't know he was talking. I didn't know he was talking. My bad.
What you saying? No, I was saying that to say I definitely see both sides. I don't think it's generally. I was just trying to close it out. I don't think it's generally.
Okay, I was just going to ask.
When men use the word female, that we're saying it with ill intent, even if it's
that isn't.
Hey, and when I called Sensei out, I knew for a fact he didn't have ill intent.
Hey, whenever y'all
of course, and I'm not suggesting it has ill intent.
I know you didn't either.
I'm not suggesting it's a conscious ill intent because I know it's not.
But you're saying that it makes you feel as a woman less like when the term is used, it makes you feel like we are not assigning.
I think she was generalizing.
Yeah, I don't think she was talking about her.
Exactly.
I don't think she was talking about her.
Okay.
But I have heard that argument from females about saying the word female.
So I've heard it before. I've definitely heard it before.
Can I make a point on all of this?
Having a decent conversation and shit. Look at us grown as fuck.
Nigga, shut up.
I mean, this is. And the reason I'm asking, and Sage,
that's
why I love you niggas, bro. Because we can do this all the time. It don't matter.
Because I just want to make this clear. I just want to make this, Sage, I hope you don't think I'm being like really antagonistic or like really pressing you. I'm generally like, to me, it's always been perplexing because I feel like it's about the person that's using the term and how they use it. Because I think the term female in itself,
it's all about intent.
Isn't derogatory. I think it's more about the intent of the usage. But I think generalizing the word itself is what concerns me, and that's why I'm really like having this conversation with you. It's not meant to be like, antagonistic.
If it was a bad thing, we would have to go back to the movie Friday and cancel Craig when Debo hit old girl. He was like, "Hey man, that's a female." Like you had to cancel him, man.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
That's Zoro did tell Inaru that was a woman.
Zoro's a racist. We using racist for the standard, bro. Is that what we doing?
I edited the fucking one video. I edited one of the videos. That's not what we doing. No.
Yeah, that's what we doing, nigga. Ha ha. Yeah.
I was part of the jury, nigga. I was a part of the jury, nigga. We voted false, nigga. We out here. We died. Get out of here. He's gone. Get him going. What is he talking about?
Hey, real quick. Gotta be seeing you. I know you had a point you were trying to get for like since now.
All right. No, like just this, so we could keep pushing, and then y'all subject changed it back to the little One Piece, whatever y'all want. I was gonna say this is a real prime example of how we need to be careful that every time we hear something, we automatically take it as we have an understanding of what somebody's saying, and we're quick to react, rather than take a minute and pause and be like, making sure they said what they said before you go ahead and fly off them hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just be like, what did you mean by that?
Yeah, what did you
and that's what we're here for. We hear that, we stop a nigga and we analyze it. That's what we do.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Respect me now. We gotta deal with what we gotta deal with.
Exactly. So I think I'm gonna hate Vegapunk. I think I'm gonna hate her.
Wait, what?
I think I'm gonna love this bitch.
I think I'm gonna hate her. No. I think I'm gonna hate her. Her quirk. Cause I think she her personality trait is one of the people that always self doubt and be like, oh man, this shit ain't good. When it be like some fire shit and be like, oh man, this shit ain't good. I got a B on my report card. Oh no, it's not good.
I love it. Hate yourself.
I don't like them personality types.
I love it.
Hey, here's another one on the chapter. Did y'all notice when they first pulled up, they were wearing coats? It was winter type, like where they were talking about getting near the island. But when you see the island itself, it has a bunch of like tropical trees and all that shit going on.
That's One Piece, gang.
No. I'm saying like maybe like some of that shit has to do with like some of the experiments she's doing out there and shit. Because you remember like what was it? Frankie showed up on the like Vegapunk's home island and they had all them animals, them little cybernetic animals. Maybe they got a whole ass jungle out there and it's about to go down.
I think he's spitting.
You think so?
Yeah,
I mean,
tropical trees on a winter island is crazy.
Good place.
I didn't see a palm tree in real life till I came to Arizona.
Came from an island where the weather was winter across the bridge and sun across the other bridge.
Yeah, shit like that, and it could just be all kind of crazy ass like.
But that was because of Devil Fruit.
It could be just like shit
did that. Not you know what I'm saying?
No. I'm talking about Wano, guy. Wano was like that. It's snowing in Curry, but it's sunny as hell in Okabora town.
We got continental pullers, cut.
I'm just saying, like, and we got somebody that's got the science to control weather.
Always had winter in it.
I think One Piece is kind of crazy with the weather now. Different islands, like you can find almost anything on islands in One Piece. Like you remember One Piece got that island where everything is just long for no fucking reason.
Everything.
We gonna see about this. There's always we gonna see about this one, man. Palm trees on a winter island is wild. Palm trees in the snow is crazy.
Oh, where is that?
Yeah, that was maybe that's like just like on the home island. She was trying to make the home island that was frozen warm all year round. Maybe she fucked up.
Said me and my bitches watched all 3 Fridays.
This bitch because it was too hot and then made it too cold.
I'm back.
All right, rub me through.
That's a bet. Okay.
No, but do you think that
rock pros?
So Fisherman,
do you think that that's gonna play a part at all? Vegapunk's experiments.
If the island, if she's doing experiments on the island itself, yeah, everything's science related. I ain't even not trying to be a smart ass, but everything's
no. What I'm talking about is all the way back in Alabasta, we saw a fucking gun that like ate a dog fruit of some kind, and that was when Vegapunk was first fucking talking about. And they're like, yeah, he's got a way to make fucking inanimate objects eat fucking devil fruits. Then we see Funk Freed, and the shit's never talked about again. I want to see the bring back of like some wild ass shit that's just running around with some wild ass devil fruit ability. Like fuck a lineage back. This man about to go ham.
I think
woman, whatever.
Yeah, the devil fruit.
Nigga lady.
You say jiggle lady?
I mean,
nigga lady.
Robot.
Lady, Townsy, I do want to hear your entire whole thoughts about this chapter, actually. No, wait, Townsy, why are you completely green?
I just said what the fuck fucking.
Hey, bro, you don't smoke too much weed.
I know you're Emerald City, but you're taking it a little too far.
Funny as hell.
That's crazy.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yo, no, run that bitch back.
I mean, we Green Z Emerald.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Look, the Emerald City. Letting you know about the chapter right here, right now. Virgo, you said you had a question, my man.
My nigga, I just wanted to know your entire thoughts about the chapter, nigga. You just look like a fucking fire nigga about his cast. Fire.
Yeah, well, first off, shout out Green Jolly Ranchers.
Hey, ain't them hoes fire?
No, that shit was fire. First up, again, Frankie's like one of my. I love Frankie. Frankie's like one of the top 5 characters. So it's like literally, I can't wait for this arc for Frankie because of his Vegapunk things. I like he thought he was happy about the robot.
Hey, Towsy, next time we're together, can we make some lick with some green jelly ranches in it?
Sure.
That sounds like.
Oh, right, hell yeah.
Continue. My bad. Continue.
Hell yeah. But no, I very much enjoyed this chapter. No, what's it called? The everything like robot science related. I've been waiting for Vegapunk for a while just because it's like Frankie thing. So all the robots is clean. I'm expecting Smoker to pull back up. I've been on Smoker Defense Force for years. Is what is. Get your jokes out. But
he's gonna be like changed.
Maybe I don't fucking know. I hope Punk Hazard made him want to change. That's basically, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope that made him like, okay, these niggas was doing what they need to do. I still need to be doing what I hope that's basically what went on with that. But basically, since it's like snowy, wintry there, we know that they had to do with Vegapunk because of the kids and things like that. I want to see them back in the story. Well, here, I need that. So I just enjoyed all the chapter. You know what I'm saying? We got some new honey. Shout out, doll. But
so what do y'all think?
Emo mode and middle school mode immediately came back. What? Immediately? What are you talking about? Crawling in my skin. These wounds will not heal.
I feel like we're finally doing some new shit. I got some adventure going on. Like I ain't felt that feeling in a long time. I ain't felt that shit since after since Punk Hazard, my nigga. Since Punk Hazard,
I didn't even like.
So I got.
Sure, I thought when I was like 6.5, 7. But like I didn't even dislike. I just had fatigue, bro. I couldn't do it no more. It's been since 2018. Yeah. It's 2022.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
My question is, what do y'all think the implications of this island that's 500 years in the future is?
I mean, what type of shit? To be honest, Sensei, they've been saying that about Vegapunk for like years. They've been saying Vegapunk is like so far advanced that all their shit is like amazing.
I know, but I'm saying what type of shit I think we're gonna see.
I want to ask on this one. I want to go before everybody runs off because it's one thing. Are we gonna get a beefed up Smoker because he done met Vegapunk and had an upgrade to his devil fruit or some shit?
Wait,
I don't think they just upgraded devil fruit.
I'm just saying, he said some shit about devil fruits now because he had some shit explained to him by Vegapunk.
It's possible. He might have been awakened.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think he might know how to awaken, but like I think his weapon probably gonna be a lot better.
No more Jute?
I mean, it might be a better.
He got that little Buster shit that Zed had. Fuck you, me. He out here really doing motherfuckers in.
That'd be lit.
Yo, my bad, I got a call.
That's what I'm saying. Go to be swinging around though.
I was gonna say, yo, my bad, I got a call at like literally the worst moment possible. But yeah, I'm back.
Ain't no thing. What's up, J Hut?
J Hut in the house.
What's good?
Jay
OG
and Sage.
Yo.
What's good, guys?
J
Hut, how you feel the chapter, Chief?
No, but like
it was straight, bro. I'm interested to see if this is really Vegapunk or if this is like a clone. Or
everybody's on this belief, huh?
I'm for this being Vegapunk because I do want
want it to be
a disconnect character. Like I do like characters with a disconnect, like overly bubbly, just like no concern, like lost like Luffy, right? Like Luffy,
no concern.
Just Luffy with a whole ass of intelligence is a dangerous fucking thing.
Exactly. That's what I believe. When I talk about strength earlier, that's where I said the strength comes from is the knowledge. Like they're like,
knowledge is power.
Vegapunk said,
everything you do with your shit, I fuck some hockey. I got a machine in the back. Let me see you.
Vegapunk said, silly pirates, y'all. You think I'm on your side? Are you goofy? What?
Yeah, but I think
you got a robot eat the fucking ship to the island.
I think he got a setback, like, because most of his inventions don't work. Like his home island, he was trying to make warm. That shit didn't work.
Yeah,
like I think he's like so far in the future that materials and shit that he would need and shit just doesn't.
You mean
like,
she?
He can't.
You mean that bitch? No,
Okay, right. So with that,
It's weird because that nigga not old.
Yo. The
listen, right,
robot.
with that, right, got to be seen. Hold on, right, with that, right. I believe it was an old nigga. He switched bodies, like it was originally.
Can that nigga switch bodies?
Okay,
but then like he just switched bodies, like or like he could, or he's doing some shit where like he could just put minds in different bodies, type shit, like. And that's just something he's just been running with.
All right, do you think that has something to do with the Kuma thing, or are you just saying like just overall he's able to with the system?
No, I think that might be his escape plan. Like leave his original body
and be Bartholomew.
Oh, yeah, and then just take it to another clone. Like he's got like backup clones. No, but did anyone else notice the robot looks exactly like the little one from the little Sora comics they were talking about in the German shit, in like the World Economic Times, whatever.
I heard somebody just got this shit, but I didn't try to look at it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that.
It does. They were saying it's gonna be like a Vegapunk versus Germa arc.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I said. Like, do you think like she's like more inspired by like Sora and all that other little shit, and like so she's gonna be like that Kamen Ranger type shit, and so we're gonna be like seeing like the Connect mechas and all that crazy shit. Like some go-go Power Rangers up in this motherfucker about to happen. Just like, all right, I got you. One for each one of the crew, and when they combine, it's the Megazord for that ass. Like I don't know, because like we do see some crazy like hints that we might see some, what do they call it, like the Kamen Rider type technology, just based on the way she dressed, and like the robot and all that shit, like jet boots and like force fields and all kind of crazy shit. I really feel we're gonna see some outlandish, futuristic type weapons.
I mean, the Germa are essentially Power Rangers, so.
Yeah, but like take it the whole other route. Instead of like using that shit for warfare, you use that shit for like whatever the fuck they do with the government shit.
Gotta be saying, I'm sorry. This is irrelevant to what you just said, but I never actually noticed your avatar and it's taking me out.
Hey man, don't you hate on Bob, man? That's my homeboy.
I was not. I never actually like took a second to look at this joint.
Bro, you can't tell me he don't look real. It's like one of them like realistic masks. I put a t-shirt and a hat on like one of these little t-shirt stands, bro.
His skin looks inflated.
It does, bro. The face is mushed in, bro.
Crazy.
I do have some theory stuff to do with the Vegapunk stuff.
Do you want to say it for your channel? Do you want to say it for your channel? Or you want to drop it here?
Bro, when the fuck am I ever going to upload?
I know. I was being mad facetious, like I'm being a dick.
Yeah.
Like that ass. Like, because I know you're not going to.
One day I will, and it'll surprise everyone.
It would be.
It'll surprise even me.
No, hey, you know what made me mad? I was so happy for you when you passed me in subs, and then you're like, still not gonna drop it. I was like, bitch.
Until that day, hit us with that sauce right now.
So one of the things I noticed is there's different labels to do with the numbers. So the shark has Vegapunk 3. The robot has Vega Force 12. And the girl has just Punk so far 2.
Interesting.
So there's my concept right now, given the dialogue of it's another failure, I wonder why. This won't do at all. Perhaps overriding primal desires is simply impossible. So I would assume that the different projects have different elements of making things like robots. So the forces, the mech suits are probably only robots, pure robots.
Okay.
The Vegapunk line is more like an android situation, or at least an AI robotic situation, where the programming of the brain is essentially pure programming.
Okay.
Whereas the female, where it's just Punk, is a different, division of his own science. Where back when Frankie goes to Baltimore, I believe it's called, which is a Vegapunk's original lab, he finds manuscripts that talk about the human cell and him looking into modifying humans. So for a long time, Vegapunk has been looking into genetic work. I think it's possible that she's an android. I don't think she's necessarily a clone, but I do think she's artificial.
Okay.
Now she does have a transmitter on her ear, so she could be listening to what to say. And it's, you know, it's got an aerial. It's assumably a long-range transmitter of some kind. So she might just be getting told what to say. But I believe there are 3 different projects kind of showcased in this chapter. Thoughts?
I'm rolling.
I like it. Especially if there's like different types of factions too to them, just in general. I do like it. It makes sense of why they have a different name scheme.
I'm rolling.
And the passive fix, I think they all have like the fact that they're passive PX, isn't it? PX and then number. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What you're saying is very viable.
I don't think nobody. I ain't seen nobody say that. You gotta get that video out.
That's what hey, my problem is, Sage, making videos is not as easy as niggas think it is.
Man, look.
So I mean, I don't do it because I have a certain lazy allure. That's why I don't do that joint. But
I tried one time. That shit deleted itself.
I'm waiting on my shit to come in, G. All the movers late as fuck bringing my shit to Houston, G.
So I have another.
Wait, hold on. Wait, glove. You dead ass like you dead permanently, nigga?
Oh, me?
What
That's
you talking
crazy.
about? What?
Yeah, boy. I bought a house in
I
Houston.
thought we was friends, bro. Niggas don't talk about shit.
We are friends, gang. I did tell you.
No, you didn't, nigga. What the fuck?
Damn.
No. Bro, even in my drunkest days, I remember that, bro.
You did,
damn, bro.
You did.
On mama's, I remember that. Stop playing with me.
Check your text.
Oh, you're disgusting, bro. No, you didn't.
It's crazy, Virgo.
Oh my god, yes you did. I just remembered.
Yeah, because I was definitely for the screenshot.
Oh, mama, she did. I'm sorry.
You moved to Houston, you said something?
Yes, sir.
Guess who could we staying at when we go to DreamCon?
Funny as hell.
The greatest party over there.
So, but not, yeah, I got her last Thursday.
I'm back, niggas.
You get a ticket,
Welcome back, nigga.
To DreamCon?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
DreamCon. When the next one?
But my question is, July. But wait, my question is, why did you have to buy one?
I didn't have to buy one.
Oh, there we go. Never mind.
Big goat.
I'm trying to go to DreamCon, but I'm trying to get DreamCon money.
Sensei, give me a ticket.
This nigga Fish, bro. Fish, what's wrong with you?
I sold all my tickets, man.
No, I'm not saying like sell me one. I'm telling like give me one.
He won for the free.
Yeah.
Hey, if you pull up in parking lot pimp, I see what I can do.
Ooh.
Hey, shout out my goat, Sensei.
Where that shit at? Because I'll do that.
Austin, Texas.
Austin.
Okay. Shout out Sensei. That's my goat for real.
Sauce, you should have won
my
last
nigga
year.
Man, bro, I was in a transitional period.
That's a fact.
I'm broke.
Nigga, so was I. And I still made it happen because I want to see the game.
On me.
Man, look here, bro.
Nigga, hey, on God, bro. Niggas was not doing the best, bro. Nigga, I was like, fuck it, nigga, I'm a go, nigga. I don't know.
Yeah, I had to be in that bitch too.
Well, that shit ain't work out for me like that.
I know, bro, but hey, guess what, bro? Year 2. It's whatever.
It is what it is. Shit, I'm
3 for the other patrons.
It's like ain't like 4 for them niggas.
I just need to go out there and meet my nigga Daquan Whitshire. That's what I need to make.
We saw that nigga in DreamCon.
We did.
That nigga's funny.
That nigga was it was funny. We were just in the hallway. That nigga was just walking.
That nigga was cool. That nigga's funny, bro.
With this nigga.
That nigga cool as shit.
And he was like, I'm trying to hide from these niggas, but I got a bald ass head, and all these niggas recognized me real quick. I was like, hey,
he was like, oh, niggas cracking jokes.
Bro, it's Daquan Wilshire in a Akatsuki robe. Yeah, we saw exactly.
We saw you. What the fuck?
I did have a One Piece question though.
What's up, Chief?
Sir.
So, from looking at what Vegapunk's ending dialogue was, calling them like naive pirates and thinking they were actually going to get saved, I've always had this like thought in my head that Vegapunk since we've always been under the assumption that there's this very intelligent person, I never felt like Vegapunk was being forced by the world government to have to work for them. Like they were doing it of their own volition. So
I agree.
It leads me to believe they have something against pirates. I don't know if you guys feel the same. So I don't know. I just wanted to ask.
I think it's more like Vegapunk is like, oh, the government give me money to do my experiments. I'm gonna rock with them.
I was thinking along the lines of like Vegapunk is on. I do what I want to do, and I help who I want to help, and it's like y'all know who I am, and if y'all want to get on my bad side, do that.
Yeah, and it's like I think Vegapunk wants the betterment of society. It don't matter. Like it depends on who gonna better it though. Is it the pirates?
Hey man,
or is it the world government?
I'm keeping a whole buck. Next few chapters, Vegapunk fade them niggas.
I would love to see it.
I wouldn't be mad. Low key.
I would love to see
it. Mad. I wouldn't be mad at all.
Hey, the Iron Giant shit gonna go to work.
You seen Multiverse.
Luffy has getting faded by a robot after Wano is insane.
That'd be hilarious.
A future village after fucking Wano. It's funny.
That is insane.
Y'all know my Yuri from Bleach? I think that bitch is just
I'm on the side of science. What show was that? Booby 92? I think I know what you're talking about. Like, oh, I'm not on any of y'all, so I'm on the side of science. That's Fire Force.
Yes, sir.
That's Fire Force.
My boy lit.
Yeah, I'm on nobody's side. I'm on the side of science, my nigga.
My boy lit.
Like I think the bitch just like a science head, like just doing shit, just all the time. If it's about science, like she's on it. Like
facts. And thank you, and Teddy, thank you for that improvement.
I finally meet the superior to my nigga Judge. I finally meet his superior.
So. Hey, I never asked you. I never asked you. Why do you love Judge? Is it intelligence? What is it? Is it cunning? What is it?
I like the Vince Smokes as a unit. Like the whole shit just dope to me. Like nigga, this is a mobile
family game
of assassins. And it's just like this nigga Judge was like, you know what? I want super babies, nigga. Just do this shit.
They really made the family game.
Me as an aspiring father, when I become a father, if I could implant the best genes in them little niggas, I would. Shut up.
That's fair.
I fuck with the whole shit. Now that one blemish with him crying fucked me up. I ain't gonna cap that. Because it fucked me up for the simple fact of the way Oda did the shit. Like all the dialogue leading up to the shit.
He was a hard nigga. You wouldn't even think.
Yeah. Then the nigga crying like,
yeah. But, that was kind of wild.
But his son saved it for me.
I understand why he cried.
Yeah. But at the same time though, while he was crying, Ichiji saved it when he was like, Dad, don't worry about it, nigga. Hey, we die, shit. And I was like, all right, straight goons. And then my boy Sanji was the late bloomer, and then my theory was correct about him getting that exoskeleton and shit.
I gave you that W, what, about a year ago? Woo. Yeah, I gave you that.
Nigga, I said I made that theory 3 years ago when we first met.
I gave you props a year ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
I give you your props. But you definitely had called that bitch, and I definitely called you Goofy on one of we have it in VOD form. I definitely called you Goofy, and I had to apologize for more time than I would have liked to.
But hey man, I ain't gonna lie though, that with him getting the little exoskeleton shit, I did that one thing. I became a hypocrite. I did that thing that I hate that a lot of One Piece fans do. When they take shit, new information, and go back into the story and pick and plug shit like it was already there. I did that. Cause I was like, man, Sanji been showing us that he can heal shit. You remember when the avalanche, that nigga was knocked out for a couple hours with a broke back and got up and it was like, that nigga broke his leg with fucking Virgo and was back right. Like that nigga been showing us that he been healing.
That's OD.
Hey, I had to do it. Since motherfuckers like to go back and say, man, Zoro had the voice of all things back in Alabama. So, no, the fuck he didn't.
Well, my mama's
that was just how Oda
wrote it. Had a voice of all things.
Exactly, Saucy. You was the main advocate of niggas who hated that shit.
That nigga definitely did.
That shit's funny.
So yeah, man. I was a little bit of a hypocrite on that one, but I was on my power trip then. But we back to sanity though.
We good.
I was lost in the sauce, but now I'm found.
Now you
Let us see it. Like, back to normal.
Now you back to being a pessimist, nigga.
I ain't a pessimist, nigga.
I'm a realist. You say that shit every time. Every time I call you a pessimist.
Yeah, because I'm a realist. Because like the only reason I read this story now because it's ingrained in my life. Other than that, it has been dog shit a lot.
Yeah.
It has been dog shit a lot.
Yo, what if Vegapunk upgrades the
suit? Good segue.
You said what if she upgrade what?
Sanji's suit. Because we're talking about Sanji in the suit.
He don't need a suit no more.
Hey, low key, I want the race to come back though.
He literally said he don't need it no more. Didn't he throw that bitch away?
He destroyed it, but he stepped on that bitch.
He threw that bitch
it's
away,
so
my nigga.
Dope though. Nigga, the suit's so dope. Or he gotta get that bitch.
It no longer exists, my nigga.
That bitch to come back. He don't need it no more.
My nigga, it don't exist. So whatever hopes you may have had, I'm sorry they gone.
It's this hill that shit didn't work out the way he just thought it did.
Hey, sis.
I don't know, man. I'm sad to see it, man. Look at that power.
Hey, Teddy, I love your optimism, G, but that whole gone.
I had high hopes for the raid suit, man. I thought Sanji was gonna be like he is a specialist fighter, but the way I looked at the raid suit was that he didn't need it per se for like a power up, but like he would use it in specific situations where it's like, oh, you know how Sanji always be infiltrating shit. Like, all right, boom, raid suit on. I'm going up in that bitch. I'll be back. You feel me? But it's not like, I need to use this for battle. Well, nah.
That shit got switched
up. I guess now the difference is he can run really fast, which makes him look invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah,
run fast.
Hey, sis.
that is best speed feat in the series so far.
True. Sensei, what are your initial thoughts, or not even initial, your entire thoughts about this chapter?
I loved it, bro. Like I said, I haven't been this excited. I'm trying to camera on. I don't think I'm low. I haven't been this excited about One Piece in a very long time, G. This fucking chapter brought some nostalgia out of me. I love the reveal. I love the witty banter, the back and forth, the shit they was going through on the water. Them saving what was Bonney ass?
Yeah.
Bonnie's like one of my low key favorite.
What?
Yes.
Supernovas, because we don't know shit about her and she the only like one that's like there. So I always wanted to know more about Bonney and I couldn't wait for Oda to like really expound upon her. So that off GP had me excited. So that them getting to the island, us finding out that this island is supposed to be Vegapunk's island. I was excited because I thought we was gonna get to see Smoker, but it was a fake out with that new nigga with the fucking sheep head.
We got time.
We definitely got time. We still gonna see him for sure. But I was excited. I'm like, okay, it's coming. They're gonna wait for a big reveal. And then the final thing, just the Vegapunk shit. I dropped my phone. I stood up out my chair, like I scared my dog. Like it was a lot, bro. I'm like, oh my fucking god! Like just because Oda been on a fucking roll with the shit, like just dropping shit. Like niggas thought it was cap when he was saying like, y'all finna start just revealing shit, like everything I've been holding back.
He's not playing.
Time.
Like
he is not playing, bro.
Legit.
About fucking time.
Shut up.
Okay, this. So I was just like hype. I'm like, oh shit, this nigga's not about to drop Vegapunk on us right now, but he did that shit. So now I'm just like overly excited. As far as the identity of Vegapunk, I know that we're gonna get the true story or whatever. I'm done saying backstories, but like we're gonna get an explanation is what I'm gonna say
of what Vegapunk is about.
Yep, of what Vegapunk's all about, and probably in the next chapter or so. So I'm excited to figure that out, whether it is this woman or not. I would love for it to be this woman.
I really would.
If it ain't, I ain't mad because nigga, we've been using Vegapunk for 20 years, bro. Niggas been waiting on Vegapunk for 20 fucking years.
Oh God.
So like, you imagine that? Niggas is damn near 30, bro.
Facts.
Can you imagine?
Nigga, I will be in a couple weeks.
This some shit you was thinking about. You was 10 years old. What is Vegapunk?
That's OD. And Vegapunk is here.
Exactly, bro. So, yeah, those are my initial thoughts, bro. I was through the roof, bro. I was mad because, again, I'm in Houston waiting on the movers to bring my shit. I had hoped to have my setup done. I was going to drop a video and everything. I was mad as fuck. Yeah. Those are my thoughts.
Come, G. It's gonna come.
It is. It's coming tomorrow. It's coming tomorrow. So.
Yeah, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, those are my thoughts, man. I love this chapter, bro.
For sure.
I love this chapter. We did not deserve
Sajay.
Yo.
I have not gotten your thoughts about the chapter.
What happened to the yo?
Yeah. Yo, nah, like, mom, yeah, my, he said that I hang around men very obviously because of ye old aggression. But no, chapter wise, honestly it was a breath of fresh air. I think the same thing that was resonated with a lot of people resonates with me, in that this is an arc that we have anticipated, but we didn't know was coming, and we didn't know what it would look like, and we didn't know when it would be, and it was just this whole load of questions about it. And we didn't even know if we were actually going to go to Vegapunk's lab. Like, we knew we were going to meet him, but we didn't know where. And so it just kind of springing up on us like the Zoe arc did. Like, if you remember back to Zoe, it was amazing. And like,
still my favorite arc in One Piece, just me personally. Go ahead.
Like, it's my favorite post skip for sure, like without question. But I think maybe this one will become it, hopefully, because like, this just feels like, if I remember correctly for Zoe, like, we didn't even know it was a fucking elephant. Like, we turned up and it was like an elephant, and we were like, oh, what the fuck? And this reminds me of that kind of, like, the shark moment reminds me of this kind of like, what the fuck? Like,
shark robot.
You know, like,
so random. Like, I was like, what?
I thought it was a squid.
Nigga, I definitely, hey, on my mama, at first when I saw it under them, I was like, that's a whole squid. What, bro?
Retarded.
I don't know what squid you think
I changed it up, nigga. Give you 2 minutes.
Give you 2 minutes. I go work out what teeth look like.
Oh, God, leave me alone,
God,
nigga.
fucking damn. Yeah. No, but like, just, yeah, it's got hold on. The original concept of One Piece was an adventure, and an adventure isn't fun, according to Luffy, if you know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with that. Like, the journey of One Piece is worth it when you don't know what's about to happen. It's all so the time that, like, we know that Luffy becomes Pirate King, but we don't know how, and that was enough of like a premise to get going. Mm-hmm. But the mysteries of One Piece that still excite people are ones that we don't have any kind of idea how we're going to solve them, when we're going to solve them, or like what characters it involves. And so things like the Will of D, things like the One Piece itself, things like Devil Fruits, like big questions. They are only interesting still because the tidbits of information we have don't point us into a solid plot. Wano had a solid plot. From start to finish, we knew exactly what was going to happen. We were just waiting for it to happen.
Hazard on, we were kind of just drifted towards a specific area.
Yeah, and it just got dull. It got dull. Like, there's only so long that you can say, we're going to beat Kaido, yay, and it still be exciting.
And now that I have no idea, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. Mm-hmm. Not knowing have any idea where we're going with this is beautiful. But go ahead.
Yeah. No, I really miss that kind of feeling of adventure with the Straw Hats. And we had time that was downtime with the Straw Hats in the last few chapters. We had time where we got some actual crew dynamics taking place and understanding where Jinbe fits into the crew. And it was sorely missed. Like, I understand that post-skip has largely been about the characters around the Straw Hats in the world rather than the Straw Hats themselves. But this is more about them. And like, obviously I'm a little bit heartbroken that the crew's broken up again right now. But like, That fucks me off. That does fuck me off. And I think they're at different islands, which fucks me off even more. Yeah, man.
I hate that. That's one thing I've been wanting for a minute, is the whole crew like being somewhere at one time again.
Cooling it.
Yeah.
We ain't got that in a long time.
Okay, just no, sorry, just to catch you up. So the island closest to Jinbe and Luffy and Bonney and Chopper is Egghead, and that's where they are right now. And that seems to not be a winter island. The island closest to the Sunny, Frankie, and the rest of the crew is a winter island. So right now they are fairly apart.
Son of a bitch.
Yes. Because it's heavily snowing where they are, and there's tropical trees.
But they always fucking split.
Yeah,
they do, but that's what be making the story fun, man. Because the interactions with one another.
I love that.
Yeah,
the couple chapters before, like, bro, Zoro calling Sanji number 4, bro. That shit was fucking comedy, bro. That shit was funny as a bitch.
Yes,
this shit was hilarious. And like, I don't know, I love that shit.
And I love the fact that Sanji still has like a beef with Jinbe for at this point no
from
reason
Fishman
at all.
Island.
Like literally, yeah. Like, because in the chapter he was like, doesn't he say something like the one where the bounties are revealed? He says something like, It's enough, like Zoro taking me over, but you like, but you bitch.
Yeah, bro. He's like the new nigga. Are you serious?
Yeah, for real. Like, he really did say that.
Bro.
Like,
get your salt on somewhere else.
He said, "You,
my boy Jinbe was like, "Hey man, just put the respect on me, man. You gotta understand who I am."
A Billy. We love to see it.
No,
even Bonnie was like, "Yo, you got Jinbe with you?"
Let me on Jinbe dick, bro. Bro, this nigga kid. Bro. When Jinbe first pulled up and they had a little party, kid was like, "You have the Night of the Sea?"
Yo, that's that dude.
Hey, yo, if you go back, Sage, if you go back, G14 where Smoker's at, that's a winter island. That location.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep. But what's interesting is G14 isn't where the Seraphim are, so I'm assuming that they are really, really close together as islands, and I'm hoping that this means that Nami and Tashigi and the kids get some kind of
that'd be cool
reunion. Yeah.
It's definitely looking like the case, because if you look at the group that's missing, it's the core group that met the kids.
What's up?
Yes.
What's up, Teddy?
I want some candy.
I was saying, to Sage's point, if you look at the Straw Hat group that got left on the ship, that's the original core group that met the kids.
In Punk Hazard?
Like, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. Well, wait, wasn't Chopper with him?
I think Chopper tries to make stuff at the end.
In this point, where it switched off, Chopper went with Luffy and Zoro stayed. Whereas it should have been Zoro and Usopp that got sent, and Jinbe should have been switched with Robin. But I guess since they needed somebody that could swim for the save. That's what that was.
I'm glad Jinbe with Luffy. That means he's gonna get more panels.
That's a fact, sauce. No bull. Sage, you can read the donation. $10 donation. I think is for you, Chief.
Oh, can you give this to Sage? Thank you. There I go. Cash at me $9.99, yo. Like, yo.
Hey man, y'all do. Wait. Yeah, since y'all giving stuff, what's up?
I'm dead.
That's crazy.
My cash app is $ sauce got
this
jokes. What's up?
Funny as
man.
What you mean, nigga? I'm hungry, nigga. I need to eat.
I'm hungry.
I'm about to get some money.
You what?
Oh,
no, you're not.
Nigga.
That's what that is.
No, he's not.
I'm hungry, nigga.
No, he's not. And if he is, he'll talk to me because you're fine.
I'm on my way to a damn country club.
Hey.
And you hungry?
What the fuck you doing out there? G? You finna
And
eat
you
some cheese and
hungry?
crackers?
Yo.
Nigga, that's one of the reasons I'm going, nigga. The food free.
To eat cheese and crackers.
Nigga, that sounds phenomenal, nigga.
He said the
You
food.
finna hit. You finna hit the hole.
Hey, look.
On what?
Hey, look. My boy was like, "Hey, man, this place got a dress code. You got to wear a collar shirt and some straight jeans." I said, "All right, cool."
This nigga is finna hit the golf course.
He said.
Cheese stick.
He said that.
Relax.
He said it is a PG-13 crowd, blah, blah, blah. I said, what you mean? He was like, just don't fuck this up for me.
He said, I know you.
Okay.
Don't be black.
Bro, tried to un-nigga you?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it ain't gonna work, but look. I'm just going. I ain't gonna lie though. I'm gonna tone the nigger shit down a little
you really
bit.
Not.
Like
You
I said,
why the hard R?
Because I can.
You
really
can't.
gotta not talk.
This is why you know what? About 10 minutes ago, I thought to myself, I said, "Wow, I'm gonna go a whole stream without being demonetized." Thank you.
Somebody bleep it out.
No,
I didn't listen.
Hey, thank you, Sauce. I appreciate you.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be.
I don't care about
nigga-ish.
IG. It's whatever.
But yeah, man. So I don't know what to expect. Well, I do know what to expect. Old white.
You know what to expect.
Yeah. But
good luck, Jeezy.
Oh yeah, man.
Hey, make sure you work on your accent. You gotta get out there. Good shot, chap.
Nah, I'm talking just like this.
English.
No cap. They like laughing at the hood shit.
They do.
That's not.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Cool. That ain't cool.
It's a very compromised position, cause it's
I don't know how I feel about that.
I low key feel
cool
like I'm shucking and jiving.
You definitely
but at the same time,
because I know. Hold on.
Wait.
I know Sauce not that kind of nigga. That's how Sauce get down.
Exactly. So it's like I low key feel like I'm shucking and jiving, but I'm not changing myself to do that for them. I'm just being me. If they happen to laugh at it.
All I'm gonna say is there's white people in Cat Williams's audience. Like, not all of them are.
There's white people in every black comedian audience.
Yeah.
Like, fuck me. Yo.
Hey, look, I love my people, but the white folks pay.
I hate how accurate that is.
Yeah.
Me too.
No, to be honest, I'm a little pissed off by that. But it is.
Me too.
It's an unfortunate. Like, if you do the numbers, it's true.
Like black folks are paid once you are proven.
Bro, I got niggas in my circle that still don't tip delivery drivers, bro. Bro, ain't that trifling? That's trifling, ain't it?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. No, why are you so reluctant? You be doing that?
Who, me?
You don't tip delivery drivers?
I tip.
I'm finna say, Toss, come on. Let's do better than that.
I work for Domino for like 3-4 years.
Okay,
I used to live on tips.
Okay. Just like Senpai.
Matter of fact, I'm living on tips now. Yeah, I'm about to see if I can get these crackers to tip me some shit.
You so old.
I got a whole sign with all my
white subscribers, bro.
Huh?
So we got white subscribers. Why you like?
Hey, what's up, subscribers? Subscribe to my channel. This Sauce Got Joke 71 on all platforms.
So out of pocket.
Demon.
Self-pull up.
Demon.
Nah, but like the funniest thing to me is I don't think there's ever been a time where Dustin has hit the fact he has a disdain for white people.
Dust
like ever.
Dust does. I mean, he hates white men. He hates white men, but I think he loves him some white women.
No, I think he likes white pussy, and I don't think that's the same as white women.
White pussy.
Hey, she's spitting. Hey, jazz snaps. Jazz snaps. Jazz snaps.
Pussy.
Jazz snaps.
What does that mean?
The nigga,
I just like white women.
You know when they do slam poetry and shit? They be like, oh yeah, I feel that.
Oh, snap it up.
Yeah, bro.
Look, I rock with Sage. I'm tell you why I don't like white women in general. Because if I'm out in public with a white woman and she just start crying, I'm automatically the enemy.
Where's the nearest pig nigger? Let's kill him.
Oh my God!
So Virgo. If you out in public and you in the same proximity and a white woman just start crying out of nowhere, everybody around gonna look at you like, oh my gosh, get him.
I'm in trouble.
Okay, but have you guys seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yes.
With the child in the elevator.
Waiting to be written, bro.
Like,
you're right. That's a setup. Fuck that child.
No, but like the child in the elevator and like the two black guys encounter the child and like, oh sweet angel, and just turn straight away. Like they just leave. They're not accompanying that small girl anywhere. Like no, the police, but no. Like,
I mean that's too incriminating.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, fuck.
Leave that white baby where it's at.
All right.
Like
that shit is funny.
Hold on, my nigga. I gotta read Gio donation or he won't fucking stop tagging me in this fucking comment section.
Shout out Gio.
Gio Goofy has said $2 said, what do you think Kid and Vegapunk gonna do together? What are you talking about?
Kid and Vegapunk.
What are you talking about, nigga?
I don't think there's a sexual connotation. I think that he just has an obsession with Kid.
What
like to a delusional degree that he thinks Kid has something to do with this arc.
Hey, Gio, if you want some weird shit, bro, ban yourself right now.
Ban yourself.
I can't wait for Bonney to betray their ass. That shit.
Ooh, hold on. Speak on it.
Yeah, bro. She said, "Hey, don't forget I'm your enemy." She finna definitely use and abuse their ass.
I don't know if she that kind of
seducing scheme. What?
But it's like I feel that, but I was actually gonna say that something like that a while ago. See, but everybody else who pulled up on the Starfire actually just pulled up. They just pulled up. Hawkins pulled up. Kid pulled up.
You don't think that she gonna betray their ass?
She's just vibing. I don't. She might betray us. I wouldn't be mad if she do or don't. I just think I just thought it was cool that she pulled up. She was actually just vibing. Out of everybody, all the Supernova, she was the one that just pulled up. She was like, yeah.
She gonna dip on them, but it's not what she does isn't gonna matter. That's what I'm saying. Like whatever she does isn't gonna matter. Like it's not gonna be something that's so like detrimental to the crew. Like it's just gonna be on some. Oh yeah, I got this now. I'm out. See y'all. Like it's gonna be on one of them.
And it's like she ain't gonna be able to portray them anyway. Not what Jim made. Jim made too smart for that. As soon as she does some shit like, oh, what you thought, bitch? I've been eyeballing you.
I mean, he was the one who said something about beige.
She definitely gonna get the fuck up out of there. She gonna turn Jinbei into a baby shark. See,
normally I would take offense, but it's funny, so.
Right the fuck up out of there.
No,
that's funny.
I just wasn't. I don't know why. I just wasn't expecting that.
Hey, G, you gotta come off the top real quick.
Baby
but nah,
shark,
G, I know she's gonna dip up out of there, G.
Never get on get shit.
Hey, this gotta be the slowest nigga I know.
I really do hope Vegapunk fade them niggas though. I hope Vegapunk fade their ass like convincingly. It's like, oh shit.
Funny as hell.
My stomach, bro.
What's this?
That's a good joke, a great one even.
It was. It was good. I'm gonna use that.
Damn.
Nah, hey, I'll say some shit. They be like, who the fuck is a Jinbei?
Yeah, they wouldn't get that. They're some fucking losers. Fuck them.
They're gonna be like, is Jinbei one of the ops spinning the block?
Oh God. Oh God.
Hey, but
I hate that I understand what that means.
I know something.
The fact that I understand
do stand up and like a con or something.
That's because you kicking with these niggas on a weekly basis, bro.
I don't see the problem.
Trust me when I say the vast majority of the people I went to school with will never and have never known what that meant.
I know. You unlocked a part of your brain you didn't even know was there. Thanks for working on that.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I almost said something OD. Never mind.
Say it,
bro. What you gonna say, Virgo?
It's your stream,
I was gonna say some niggas unlocked the part of your coochie you never was gonna know what's
Damn. Y'all gotta chill on side JG.
Nigga, that's my nigga, first of all. I've known her before any of you nigglets.
Y'all gotta.
Alright?
Hell no. Where you leave Sajay at, gang?
Do you really want to say? Should we tell him?
It was the left side of Twitter or the right side?
It was
not even Twitter.
Bro.
Not even Twitter.
It was Discord, bro. We was in Joy Boy joint.
In a Joy Boy Discord?
Oh, hell yeah.
What
We did karaoke.
Yeah, we was in Joy Boy shit.
Man.
I love it. Me and Virgo's friendship was formed over the Joy Boy Discord karaoke night.
How long was it? Like 6 years ago? 7 years ago?
5 or 6. It was before 1-0. It was during Whole Cake.
Wait, Sauce, bro, what's going on?
I'm about to say that's not me. Sound like a robot.
Can you hear me?
No.
Oh, that me?
Yeah.
You driving out to the boonies, boy.
Yeah, that was you, Sauce.
Can you hear me now?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay. I was gonna say, fuck Joy Boy Discord. Them bitches kick me out.
Wait, what you do?
The motherfucker don't even exist no more, I don't think.
It doesn't even exist anymore.
I do want to know what the nigga did, though.
No, I ain't do that. No. I went there.
Hey, that's bullshit, bro. Ain't no way you ain't do shit, nigga. I know you.
No, real talk. Hey, real talk. I don't tell the story a lot of times. I went into the VC and I said, yo, what up? Click.
No, I guarantee he said the N-word. I guarantee he said the N-word.
I guarantee I didn't. I said, what up? I said, what's up?
Got your ass out the paint. That's crazy.
He said, what's up, man?
What's up, my nigga?
He came through. He said,
all the way out the paint.
Look.
I don't think you're going to fit the Joy Boy environment.
That's how y'all niggas doing.
I put this on everything. I put it on my mom's grave. If I'm lying, my dick fall off. Like, I swear. I just said, what up?
That's crazy, bro. You're going to have a whole black hole between your crotch.
Believe him.
I just said, what up? Click out of here.
Bro, they really got you out the
You thought you was going to be black and naked?
Bro. You got, bro, hold on. So, Sauce gone. You telling me they got you out the paint for a salutation? You
bro,
said, yes. My nigga said hello,
openly black,
and they got you out of there.
That's what it was.
Hey, hold on.
They was like, there goes the neighborhood. Click.
No, because Dan was a moderator.
Yeah, Dan was a moderator, bro.
Dan was a moderator.
Even Dan. Oh, he went. Look. I'm not telling no lie because we even did a raid. Hey, look, we did a whole raid after that.
I remember that.
These niggas kicked me out. And then no, be there when I started raiding that shit.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that. That's when Chatty and them pulled up on them.
Yeah.
What came out saying, what up? Like, fuck.
Oh, but okay, that's not your fault. Niggas were already fucking with them at that point.
To be fair, I think what probably happened is they were being raided a lot by the BDA.
No, they were being raided by BDA specifically.
They were. Yeah. So when you came in and they didn't know you and just said, what up?
Got you out the paint.
They preemptive strikes.
I remember that.
They were like, nah, he sound like he
but Toddy and Chess said that's a lie. I was in there when Dustin got kicked. Ooh.
Exposure.
Ooh.
Who said that? Who said that?
Toddy said that.
Toddy lying.
Toddy would have been there though. Like,
I ain't gonna lie though. I said that as a joke. I know Toddy weren't there.
Was he not?
Toddy was.
Because that was the time. That was Toddy's not in Discord anymore.
Even if Toddy was there, Toddy bullshit.
Toddy wasn't there.
Toddy wasn't there.
Take me to the fair.
Hey, what we doing this weekend, man?
What's up?
Well, I got kicked out of another Discord too.
God damn.
I left that one. I was thinking about Seth the Program Discord.
Seth the Programmer?
Damn, what the fuck?
Hey, look, it's so funny with Set the Program Discord. We had Sit Wing over there to argue with them.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Y'all just sabotaged them. Y'all did them
we
dirty.
had them niggas in there for hours fucking with Wing. They were supposed to
did them
Wing
dirty.
will never fold.
Y'all did them dirty.
Exactly.
Bro, I respect Wing, bro, because even when he wrong, he still don't fold.
Nigga, that nigga Wing was in there. That nigga Wing was doing like a 1v6 in there.
Damn.
And them niggas was pulling like, well, he's not fourth dimensional, blah, 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 blah. That nigga said, let me tell y'all boys. Like, the niggas that set the program Discord, they use like all these big words and shit to try to power scales and shit. Nigga,
let me tell y'all boys about something.
Loopy fourth dimensional?
Let me tell y'all boys
about something real quick.
Hold on, Star had four Ds?
No,
one of my biggest pets.
Toddy said Durson came in mid-conversation. The moderator was talking. Durson told that nigga to shut the fuck up. He had something important to say.
That sounds about right.
Hey, you know what? Hey, Toddy might be making that up, but the crazy thing is, Durson,
I will do some shit like that.
You would do that.
I would do some shit like that.
You would do that.
But you would admit to it too. That's the thing.
And Toddy know me. That's why he was able to formulate that real quick. Cause he know how to do some shit like that.
But you would admit to it, though.
Would do that, but not this time.
I admit
but
to
not
it.
This time. He didn't do it this time.
That's what I'm saying. He would admit to it.
Yeah, straight up. And I still remember my whole time of getting thrown and impaled down.
A lot.
Damn, what?
A lot.
Them niggas that hate me.
You got thrown in there.
And BDA Discord, they got stayed.
I think I ever been in that fucking Discord once.
Hey,
don't go. It's bullshit now.
Right.
It's dog shit now. It's not the whole land it used to be.
In a while.
I was gonna say prototype Juicy Cheeks. You got a donation.
Okay, I can tell Ty's trolling.
Is that what the fuck you just said, bro?
But I have a
$5. Is that nigga name?
I have a $5 donation from Trill Bill 300. He says, "So you think Bonnie's real age is the queen she's recognized as at the Reverie, and she's definitely there to find a way to fix Kuma." I think Bonnie is not actually the dowager. I don't think she's actually 90. I think she's mid-aged, but she's using that as a facade to get close back to Kuma and them.
I think there's like two possibilities in it with that one.
Okay.
Either Kuma is her dad, or Kuma is her son.
Kuma's her son?
Yeah.
I haven't heard.
So she's either really old and that's her son, and yeah, or she's younger. Kuma's the dad. I think she's more likely to be older. I don't think it's husband. But the reason I don't think it's husband is because, like, if I'm gonna be real honest,
okay,
if my husband was having the shit that's happening to Kuma happen, I would not be sitting down and letting that happen.
Yeah,
like I would not be respectfully accepting his decision.
But you let that happen to your son.
What if she didn't?
She don't want to sit back, but like she's trying to make moves.
No. I'm dying for my Matt. What you mean?
Okay.
I mean, you different. Okay. It's One Piece.
No, like Whitebeard dies for Ace. That's not even biologically his son.
You got it. You got it.
She's
I said you got it.
I need a girl like you. Shit. I need a girl like you down for me. Shit. Hey. Goddamn, I'm taking a bullet for my girl.
You ain't gotta die for me. Just get maybe maimed, but you ain't gotta die.
I don't know if I can do it, nigga. I don't know if I can.
You got it, man.
How are we dying? Are we dying slow and painful or quick? Like
also, Sauce got titled accusations. You can read that paragraph. I'm not reading that paragraph. I'm already canceled.
I'm not even looking at the chat. The fuck?
But if you wanted to, you could read it. But I'm not reading that. I don't want to get canceled anymore.
I'm not reading. Yeah. Oh,
Sage, can you read it? I don't want to be canceled.
Which one?
Toddy's last statement.
Okay. Really? You want me to? Okay. Toddy says, then he went on a 5-minute rant about Katakuri. Afterwards, he said, and I quote, "Crackers like Joy Boy took my people's land. Then, allegedly, he linked his Cash App and told everyone that nothing's right. Because
we have to have Sage read all comments from now on.
No, bro. No, bro. Hold on, bro. The fact that he said, no, he said you linked your Cash.
I kind of like that. Like guilt money is the best money.
Wow.
Nigga?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I wish that was true though, cause yeah.
Money being the best money. Absolutely insane.
Okay,
I don't want guilt money. I really don't want. Oh my goodness.
Guilt money is why you think the strippers love it when the goddamn niggas be throwing money and that's that guilt money.
See, yes, this is your problem.
Horny money.
Money is only dirty if you feel like it is. Like,
yeah.
What if you always feel like it is?
Yeah, well, you're gonna be poor, aren't you? Like,
okay, you got it.
Like, rich people aren't rich because they have morals.
Those who are offended by wealth are doomed not to have it.
Where you read that?
Yeah.
That's a quote I heard from some rich guy.
Oh my god. Some rich guy.
The thing is, like, I'm anti ultra rich. Like, I believe that the world, there is now such a thing as too much money, and things like super yachts and shit shouldn't exist, all that crap. Yeah. But at the same time, like, if you perceive a method of income as incorrect, like, I'm really weird with it. Like, to me, drug dealing, for instance, although that is morally incorrect, if you are in a situation where that is how you need to get your money and your circumstances denote that you have no real other options, and that is how you can then become legitimate, then I don't see an issue. Like, that money isn't dirty, that money is struggle.
Okay.
Like,
man,
you know?
I'm not mad about that.
So basically, you saying I start selling crack? Okay.
Whoa.
Yo,
that was elite.
Whoa.
There were like 7 steps you missed, buddy. There were like 7 steps you missed, buddy.
Lamar Odom, who was smoking crack. Anyway,
Nah, okay, but like the film says, like, it's not you guys that are shipping it out and distributing it to the, you know, so not crack. You know.
I know.
Yeah, I watched that the other day. Again.
Un poquito? One more time? A little bit?
Boys in the Hood. I watched it the other day again.
Ricky! I'm sorry.
Fuck's sake.
Ricky was supposed to have been going to the league. Why the nigga run straight? You don't run slant
crazy.
They were in a fucking alley. What are you gonna turn? The wall?
That's crazy.
That nigga should have fucking wall.
That nigga motherfucker should have been fucking choking. Who? Like, fuck you doing, Ricky?
He gonna juke into a bullet.
Hey, you just hey, Sauce, you
man.
I hate you, bro.
I ain't gonna worry about him dodging and moving, but him doing a scratch card when he knows people are coming to shoot him is the wildest shit. Like, oh, hold on, I might win some money. Like, what?
The nigga who shot him is he look like Hisoka from BDA. Hisoka like the nigga that shot him.
Yo.
Light skin? He was a light skin? He was.
Yeah.
He was a light skin. Yeah. Hey, you ever see that? Dustin, I know you seen it on the TikTok. Like, you got the prettiest green eyes. Oh.
I would just like to address a comment that Toddy's made saying that rich people have money because they sacrifice 16 hours.
Yeah, no.
We just lying.
No.
We just outwardly lying.
There is no such thing as a self-made millionaire.
Bro. Why are you being problematic?
Like, there is no such thing as a self-made millionaire.
Here for the conversation that has nothing to do with it.
I know.
That's what he said.
I think he's.
I'm not vilifying rich people. There is no such thing as a self-made millionaire. Like,
for sure.
Maybe in the low millions, but like when you get up to like the billionaires and like things like that, either their parents were already middle class, or their family was stable and in a good area, so they were able to get an upfoot in. Like, there are not people that come from genuinely the gutter.
Maybe Tyler Perry.
Maybe Tyler Perry.
There's a lot of rappers.
Yeah, but what ends up happening to them because of it?
Like,
they die or go to jail.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah,
because they don't have like the people around them that support.
Shin Ho Wong said that's not the modern version. He said that's how communists work in the Soviet Union.
And you know when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle escaped the monarchy in English, they came over to the United States and they was housed by Tyler Perry. Did you guys know that?
I did not know that. Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
That's actually interesting. I didn't know.
Yeah, crazy fact.
Yeah.
It's cool fact.
Like, don't get me wrong. There are people that make lots of money. That
my turn.
If it was a One Piece stream, you wouldn't be here.
Toddy. I literally have BUllspittin streams that have nothing to do with One Piece.
When?
Not lately.
Okay. My when I go to your channel and I click on videos, my finger doesn't have enough muscle strength to scroll down to the last BUllspittin episode, so I didn't know. My hand be cramping.
Yeah, we did kind of impromptu bullshit.
Okay, my last BUllspittin stream was 4 months ago. You got it.
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
You got it.
Fucking Luffy was still fighting.
4 months ago.
I said he got it.
You just can't even get abortions after 4 months. Like,
you're funny. How did we get there?
Sauce. Oh my god.
So I peep in just to see what y'all are doing. And I hear Durson fabricating like fucking fan fiction live.
What?
And then Sage hating on rich people like they're evil.
What?
Monopoly man.
That is not.
What is going on?
Okay, Toddy, were you actually listening?
They are.
Say what?
So were you actually listening?
If movies taught us
I always, even when I don't comment on your stream, I always jump in for like 10 minutes.
What I mean is, were you actually listening?
Yes. Yeah. I was.
Do you understand what I mean by that?
I consider hating on someone or vilifying anytime someone places a label with negative connotation to it to someone without evidence. That is hating. So even if it's modest and you're not out calling people evil or whatever, to put a label on rich people and make claims about them and really discredit their journey towards building that wealth by saying that they didn't earn it is disrespectful.
Have you ever heard of generational wealth?
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was trying to join the call.
There's definitely evidence of rich people being terrible. But go ahead.
Well, and I do want to say that there's anecdotal evidence for literally any topic. So you're going to find rich people that, of course, didn't earn it.
It's a good word.
But you have to look at the picture as a whole. And over half of all millionaires are actually self-made. They came from an upbringing and probably a situation similar to ours. When it comes to being rich, people don't really understand what actually goes into it. Work is your life. And that's not how we live. We go to job, we do the 8, punch in, punch out, collect a check. These niggas are, when they're off work, they're still working. Their entire lives revolve around it. They're making sacrifices. They're sacrificing family, relationships. A lot of rich people have terrible relationships with their children simply because they're not there.
I think the margin of those rich people are 10%.
Okay, but you're saying that
not statistically, if over half of them are self-made.
You're saying that our evidence is anecdotal, right? So who have you spoken to, or where is that evidence coming from that they have bad relationships with their children and that they work after they finished working? Like, where is your evidence towards that?
That I could scrape up the evidence with a 2-minute Google search.
Okay, then yeah.
But I can't preemptively enter a debate with the evidence on hand.
You have plenty of time. You've been talking here. You have plenty of time.
But it is true, and a lot of them will tell you.
Your entire point in a verbal debate.
Well, Toddy, have you met a bunch of actual very wealthy patrons?
Well, me too. I also know very old money, and
I know a good. I'm not trying to like brag. I know a good amount of wealthy patrons. I know for a fact that
if y'all know all these wealthy motherfuckers, tell them that my cash app is.
Shut the fuck up,
Durston.
But my
point
being
that joke deserved a better response.
It was
because I thought that was
funny.
great.
It was funny.
That's
but
cool.
I had to tell you to be quiet though. But because I'm arguing with Toddy.
Your mic sounds great, Virgo. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, Niglet.
I want to give you a hug.
My thing is that I'm saying a lot of the wealth has been given to a lot of people that are very well off.
Mm-hmm. A lot of wealth is actually given to people that are not well off too. It's just it's spread amongst. It's probably the same amount. It's spread amongst so many people though that people aren't considering how much money is actually given, especially in America.
I think the thing is,
I'm saying that yes, there's heirs and heiresses. There are niggas that hit the lottery. There are dumbass niggas that are good at bouncing a basketball out there. There are a lot of different types of wealthy people, but you have to look at that demographic as a whole and see that, okay, well, more than half of these people actually just started a business and then worked their asses off to make it something. And then they employ people and give them money through proxy. But the point is, if most rich people are self-made, then we can't run with the statement that rich people didn't earn their shit, and we're against that.
Where's the number that's saying that most
70% of lottery winners go broke?
Huh? I mean, I can Google it real quick and then link something, but anybody can find it. It's literally a Google search. Are most millionaires self-made?
We can do Google all day long. I'm going by personal experience. I'm sure you're going by personal experience.
What kind of personal experience do we have, nigga? Ain't none of us going to cocktail parties.
Not true. Toddy,
technically, I'm going to a country club, but I have
Durston's on his way to the country club. I literally know the Montagues. I don't know.
Knowing a person, that's like saying, like, I know black people because I have a black friend.
No. That's the fucking
You're not black until you've been in the black.
Are you not registering what that family is? Like, you're suggesting that we have no experience based on.
Well, if you're anchoring your experience with having a friend that's wealthy, I don't equate that to the experience of being wealthy, and then most people you interact with are also wealthy.
Yes, I agree.
That is a completely different life.
That's not what we're doing.
Which is how I know these people.
I have a Chinese friend. That does not mean that I understand the Chinese culture.
Okay, then given you are
it's the same concept.
No, but your logic is so flawed, because you would therefore have to be a millionaire right now to tell us about it.
No,
are you in the life? I need to be. Then why are you saying I need to be?
I cannot comment on the moral character, nor can really someone that was rich comment on the moral character. But you can comment on statistics. You can. And if the statistics are unlike opinions where the statistics cannot lie.
So I'm sorry, Toddy, I'm asking you a question. So Jesus Christ. The statistics say that there are 50% of millionaires that are self-made.
Okay.
Or more.
Elon Musk is
branded so to attach the label that they're selfish or climb on the backs of people is disingenuous.
I didn't say
really
cruel,
really, when you break it down.
It's cruel.
Can you stop putting words in my mouth, please?
It's cruel.
Because I never said they were selfish.
That's my opinion on your opinion. That's not putting words in your mouth.
Yeah, but hold the fuck on. I never said selfish as a word. I never said stepping on other people's backs as a word. Ever. Nor did I suggest it.
Fair enough. What was your? I remember you did critique them harshly because
I do have a harsh critique of the ultra rich. Not anyone who has a lot of money.
Because
the ultra rich.
Because they live a different. And the reason why she probably has a harsh critique is because they live a different lifestyle than those.
I have a harsh.
I agree. I completely agree.
There is a large environmental burden that level of lifestyle impacts on the planet,
and that's fine.
And environment
and Sage,
I agree, but why assume that it's leveraged towards evil though?
Is that why you spoke of those ultra yachts and whatnot?
Then why would you have a problem?
Yeah,
with
that's
them,
why
then?
I was. Yeah, Correct. That's exactly why I brought up yacht,
Okay, cool.
the
Gotcha.
super yachts.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But you have a negative opinion of the ultra rich.
Yes,
Why?
I do. Of course,
Is your assumption that they use that power for evil?
We just said why. She just said why.
I
no,
just
she did not.
said
Hold
why.
on, she did
Yes,
not.
She did. Yes, she did.
All
why.
she said. Listen. All she said is that there is a huge environmental impact when it comes to that kind of wealth, which I don't disagree with. But you would then further go on to say that okay, you must assume that what they're doing with that responsibility is negative, or else that could not be your reason for having a problem with them. So why is it a problem that I'm coming to that assumption?
Okay, I explained my problem. My problem is that they do not, as you correctly said, take responsibility for what they have.
And the reason why
what is that? What is that based on? Because these, keep in mind, these people, a billionaire in the United States is literally providing food and a complete lifestyle for everyone that works in the company underneath.
One will be taking that to a
How
different
is
level,
that not
which
good?
I don't mind taking it to that level, which we will be taking a different level, but I don't mind taking the level. But one more time, I want to address the point of the 16-hour work days. I am going to work 19 hours tomorrow, and I can guarantee you I am not rich in any way, shape, or form.
I'm not saying you have to do that to be rich. I'm saying to be rich, it's necessary that you do that. Some people are in situations. No, if this was 200 years ago, we would all spend 16 hours in the fields. Them niggas were not rich.
Nigga, that's a lie. Nigga,
that's also a lie.
Slaves weren't
It's
rich.
about who you know, not how much you work. It's about who you know. It's not about how hard you work. It's about the right person being in the right place to help you out.
I don't think
Toddy's every explanation paints these people.
Toddy's not dick riding rich people. I'll tell you that much. What Toddy is doing is trying to find the correlation of what we're saying between what he's saying, and I think we're completely misconstrued here.
What I'm trying to do, honestly, is humanize people. And I know on the internet, I know on the internet, it's the complete opposite, where you hear one thing about a person or know one quality about a person, and then assume that that person is evil or selfish or anything that's negative.
And I absolutely said none of those words.
I don't think when it comes to any group of people, rich people, even Mexicans,
Toddy, I thought that me and you.
I'm just kidding. When it comes,
I thought me and you had enough conversations.
But when it comes,
I thought me and you had enough conversations to know that's not how I move and groove.
I'm not accusing you of doing that,
sure.
and I'm not accusing anyone of doing anything.
For sure.
The reason I
got you.
I'm just saying that I always, since I was a child, I always had such an issue when people vilify people off of one quality that they do. And
no, you're wrong.
It doesn't matter what group of people that is. I think that's just so misguided because it actually takes the humanity away from people, as if, sir, you are this one quality. That means you have to be this way. And now I know everything about you. That's not true. People have stresses. People prioritize certain things over other things. People have good hearts. And you can't just put a label that's gross on someone because they're ultra rich, or because they're pretty, or because they're smart. That's cruel. So I don't like generalizing people.
You are absolutely so off base. It's insulting because you are suggesting that I have said things that I've repeatedly told you I am not saying.
You suggested that the ultra rich
that is not fair.
Were not responsible with the power that they have.
And
that
they
encompasses
don't
every single human that is ultra.
I don't see that being wrong. I don't see that being wrong.
I let you talk.
I don't see that being wrong.
You also have suggested that any group of people grouped for one common trait can never have negative connotations, and that is bullshit. Because rapists are a group, child predators are a group, murderers are a group. You are suggesting that there are things that, no matter what, if it groups them together, they can never have evil connotations. That is wrong. And I did not say at any stage that rich people are evil. Money is evil. Money corrupts. Power corrupts. But people themselves are very, very rarely evil. And I didn't say that because I don't think that.
Okay.
That's fair. Although I would say that the logic that I still disagree with. I still disagree with the idea that just because you have a label, even if it's something as disgusting as rapist or child molester or something like that, I still don't think you can logically come to that conclusion, because there is something called repentance and change and aging and growth. If someone did something horrendous when they were 17, they've been in prison for 80 years. They found God. They've dedicated their life to doing good. Could a man call him evil? Say what?
Okay, so
we still talking about Rick.
Yes.
Like, let me just wind back a second.
And what does everybody think? This is a thought stimulating exercise. Discussion. Everybody should be taking part.
I'm sorry.
I don't want it to be an
argument. I heard Nia trying to chime in earlier.
I don't have context. Oh, young Hims in this bitch. What up, Hims?
So Nia,
is that nigga wearing a tank top?
Nia, if you
of course. Why would he not?
So Nia, if you let me brought up to speed, we started about a debate about basically the morality of the ultra rich.
Okay.
And basically, me and Sage were on the opinion that the ultra rich people weren't the greatest people, because they do things that aren't the greatest at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying every single person that's extremely rich is a terrible person, but I'm saying a majority is not good.
There are questions that you have to ask about morality in the ultra rich, where, for instance, as an example, Elon Musk asked the UN how much would solve relatively global hunger, like how much money would it take to solve that.
Okay, this
and
sounds
they
like
came back to him, hold the fuck on. They came back to him with the receipts essentially and a plan, and it was all very public, and I'm sure if you want me to, I could go and find it and show it to you. That they came back with a plan that would, I believe it was for 5 years, build up into not truly solving, but essentially negligible hunger would be happening in the globe for at least 5 years. And the money that he'd originally planned to spend on it, I believe, was around $1 billion or 30 million. It was somewhere between these. And I know that's a large discrepancy, but I don't remember the figure he'd pledged. But when they came back to him with it, he just ignored them. He never made any comment on it. Because these people, they are rich for a reason. And that reason is that they have made questionable decisions. Whether that is good or evil is perception. I'm not calling it those things. I'm saying they are questionable. No, see, you are assuming yourself. Can you stop that, please? I've met these kind of people, and I've seen. He never made any comment where these people launder their money, and you seem to have this idea that money laundering is like only the worst people or something do it, and like all these rich people stay rich because they work really hard. But actually, a lot of those people are rich for about 5 years and then they lose it all. Like the top 1% of income earners stay that way for about 5 years and then it drops off. The top 0.1% of income, 0.1%, the top of those stay there for even less time. So the people that stay rich for a really long time, they are making conscious decisions to stay that way. And you denying that basically means that you're denying other people's suffering.
I mean, you're just not. No, I'm not. And
okay, so why don't you talk about it?
All of it, because all of it, Sage, and I know you don't realize that this is what it is. And I know it's going to sound offensive when I say it, but all of that cannot be substantiated by any bit of evidence. It is.
Yes, it can. I'm looking at it right now.
If your evidence is a headline on fucking Facebook or Twitter, then that is not evidence to me.
And this is your belief. Your belief is that my evidence is that.
It's not even my belief. It's just my acknowledging that the statement that was just said is pure assumption and skepticism and paranoia.
No.
And it's just not true. And honest, and with your story.
Do you want me to send it? I can send it. I can send it. You're telling me I'm lying. I can say. So if you don't want me to send you the evidence, do not call me a liar.
Sage, whatever your source is, whatever your source is, that can claim that most ultra wealthy billionaires are doing shady shit like money laundering in order to stay that way, whatever source that could possibly be, I could never believe. Because if that source existed, these niggas would be in prison.
Why do you think there are so many mattress shops?
No, they wouldn't, because money is powerful, nigga. No.
Listen to what you guys are claiming. You guys are claiming that the evidence exists of all these billionaires doing these evil things to get that way, and that is not true.
What is the name of that?
Guys, one of them,
real quick,
or two of them, or three of them.
Real quick,
you might have 10 a year where a scandal happens.
Guys.
But there are thousands of billionaires.
Time out.
There's not thousands of billionaires.
Time out. What is the name of that gentleman who was very, very wealthy, very, very powerful? Eventually went to jail. I believe he was killed and said suicide.
But this is one example out of
Epstein.
1,000.
Very powerful, very dirty.
Thousands.
Yes, and what you cannot do is be so short-sighted that you hear one example of a phenomenon and think that paints the picture over everybody. Okay. That is what racists do to black people. They have one bad experience with a hood nigga that's ratchet as shit, and then they blanket the entire black race with this assumption about all of them. Okay. And no matter what, the most horrible story that you guys can think of, the most horrible example will only be one person.
It's not though.
Yeah.
It like to go. I'm gonna let Hemmings talk.
Let me bring a bit
20?
of.
Can you 30, 40, 50?
Let me reel it in. Let me reel it in a bit. I'm gonna let Nairaki make his claim because he just jumped in here. I believe he raised his hand. What's up?
I mean, I was just gonna answer the question. You guys can go with your back and forth, but
no. We've been going back and forth for quite a while. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I generally tend to not like any large group of people. I just like individuals, but I don't necessarily judge anybody. Like, I hear what Sage is saying, and I hear what Toddy's saying, and I just think that there's to some degree two parts of the extreme. I always get very curious when I start to see, I guess, legacy media, mainstream media, it's constantly demonize one person. Like, why? Okay. I always get curious, right? So take Joe Rogan, I can't remember, they say that he put horse dewormer or ivermectin or something. Every time Joe Rogan farts, it becomes a huge fucking deal. And to me, that's just suspicious. I don't, anytime one person gets that level of importance, I got to question why everybody becomes against that individual. So when Toddy said something earlier about not trying to demonize an entire group because of some people who are rich, I understand that, but I understand the concept of someone thinking that anybody who got rich and has stayed rich has done some underhanded things to acquire that level of power. But end of the day, I can't prove any of that. And when it comes to current, I am a journalist. I did this in school. Mm-hmm. So one thing I gotta say is a lot of articles and things that come out, if you are not able to discern if the article coming out has true intellectual honesty and done in good faith, just throw it out. Because a lot of these articles are charged with a political agenda, and that's on both sides of the spectrum. That's right-leaning and left-leaning. So generally, what I tell people to do nowadays, because there's so much, I kid you not, man showed up today, and shot a bunch of people, right? The left-wing media will prop it up and spin it a certain way and charge it a certain way so you believe gun bad. And then the right wing might be like, no, need gun to protect. What you have, and then I will take to read the right-leaning, read the left-leaning, and find independent media that are more modern.
Because neither of them on their own are true.
And see where the facts overlap. 6 foot, 50 shots fired, this type of gun. You have to see where the facts overlap, and those are probably the things you can extrapolate that are probably true. The states are 100% true, but you have to do that, because the problem I found with most people is they'll show me something, and I go, listen, brother, I hear what you're saying, but this is so politically charged. I would need you to show me at least two other articles like this or studies that actually exactly. Yeah. And last thing, let me just showcase an example, because I'm gonna try to find it for you. It's been a while, but I'm gonna show you an example. And this is and the conclusion of this study I actually still think is inconclusive, which is what bothered me. There was a study I was looking at for, I can't remember what it was, but it was basically that men or male cops are 3 times more likely to use their firearm than a woman cop. Therefore, male cops bad, need more women cops. So I'm going through the article, I'm going on all the research and things that they did, which is very hard to find, by the way. I had to really go around around the world to really find that. And the reason that I discerned that it was intellectually dishonest was because they just took cops on a very general scale. A lot of male cops are usually sent to areas with high crime, low income. So they're in areas where it's more violent, where they're more likely to have to use a firearm, where a lot of women were sent to more domestic disputes and 2 teenagers in a park. What they needed to do was take the women who do go to highly violent areas, extrapolate the percentage from them, and then compare it to the men. Then I would have had a true study there. The fact that you just took everything made it intellectually dishonest, so I knew to throw it out. But I was taught,
and it was probably by design.
Yeah, I don't know where people lost the ability to research properly and truly, and not just kind of immediately jump to conclusions and have knee-jerk overreactions. But I think it's the tribalism. It's everyone that gets kind of sucked up by a tribe. They get indoctrinated and injected with all these beliefs in their echo chamber, and the moment someone challenges a belief system, they hit the step back into the echo chamber.
Yes.
A portion of that.
The truth, guys.
A portion of that in full succession is fear. Fear of being isolated along with said group. That is a portion of that, of course.
And one of the worst parts about those groups is these people, what they're doing, and they don't realize it, is sacrificing their individuality. Because when you're a part of one of those tribes Naya is talking about, you think everything that the tribe thinks. You're whoever you were, you might as well give up your name. I can look at you and tell you your opinion on every single issue. And that cannot be a coincidence.
Well, Toddy, you know that someone in this space will listen.
It's almost like brainwashing.
But do you believe that me and Sage fall under those pretenses?
I think Virgo. If I'm being honest, keep in mind, this is not easy to hear. So if I'm answering this question, it can be painful. Because think about what that actually is. It's realizing that you're a part of group thing.
Then tell me.
But what group do you think
I
that
think
is?
Virgo, you are not. Sage, I think is.
I don't give a shit what you think, because you've been using all of the emotional words and using them to basically manipulate a situation to make it look like I'm bad for saying that people that do bad things sometimes profit.
I'm not commenting on your character. I'm commenting on your opinion.
But
that's not true. I think you are a wonderful person.
Okay.
But I think that opinion you have is flawed.
But you don't know it because you're not letting me tell you it.
I heard the entire thing.
No, because your entire thing
I was listening genuinely.
Hold on. Your entire thing has been to basically pick apart what I'm saying and neutralize what you think are facts and not facts, so that you can snowball a concept of what I'm saying that isn't actually aligning truly to what I'm saying to you. So I'm not saying
I am not that manipulative of a person.
No,
that is a cruel thing to do. If I was,
but you're doing it again.
If I was trying
you're
to do
that
right
now.
No,
because
I'm
you're
not.
saying you are. Hold on, because you're saying that I've just done something cruel by saying my perspective, and your entire concept
I said the
of
opinion
argument
itself was cruel,
exactly
but that's not a comment on your character.
Because you're commenting, saying it's an opinion, using emotional language and using the word opinion to basically justify that language, and that's fine. But
that's not true.
I am allowed to have an opinion myself about that.
And you are. But the problem here, Sage, is for some reason, this opinion that you have, you are associating the opinion with you as a person. So if my critique is on the opinion, if my criticism is on the opinion, and I never make a single comment about your character, anything about you,
but by saying what I'm doing is cruel,
hold on.
It is.
You cannot respond. You are not supposed to respond as if the criticism I said was levied against you. You have to separate your opinions from yourself. And it's really scary that you're even considering these opinions part of yourself.
But
because
that's
you
fine
should
to
not.
say
I have
that
not
you
said a
are the
single
one
bad
that
word
said
about you.
that I'm being cruel, and you are the one that said I'm almost
I
hurt,
said the opinion was cruel. Even your language. Look at that. Look at that. Look, you're saying that I think you're cruel. The language suggests that my critique on the opinion is you. No, I said the opinion was cruel, Sage.
But my opinion.
It feels like I'm saying you're cruel, and it shouldn't.
But
everybody has bad opinions or opinions not everyone agrees with. Please don't take this as an attack on your character, because it's not.
That's fine. But the way that you are framing it is suggesting that the way I see it is heavily flawed. And
you can't think that about people? Look at all the niggas in this call. They're all dumb. They're so wrong about One Piece all the time. I tell them all the time.
Suck my dick.
We have
for real. Suck my dick.
You got a dick sucker circle.
But that doesn't mean we're
You're
not
part of a dick
friends.
sucker circle now.
But like,
you was wrong when you said rich people don't do bad things. But then rich people got secret societies.
I'm not. Yeah, like
Teddy.
I'm not.
My nigga, rich people have secret societies, bro. In Yale, they have stolen
Yes,
bones.
every single one. Every single one.
No, not every
So
single one.
we can say rich. We can use our speech and say rich
we're
people
generalizing.
in general
We're generalizing.
are this.
I just never
No
thought
one
I would
even
listen to
said
niggas
that.
like defend the ultra wealthy. Like
You know?
What up, Hans? Hey, hold on. Before we continue, it is good to have Hans back after a year's time.
How y'all doing, world? I'm on my
same
best
avatar. One of the most. For those of you that are new here, one of the most controversial niggas on my channel. His name is Hans.
No.
Welcome back, nigga.
Hans, the wildest
Hans, do you know
thing
I
to
still
me-
listen to your music?
Stop
to this day. To this day, it's in my phone. Yeah.
I got beef with you right now.
Hey, get off his dick. He's gonna mash you.
Can I just, Hans, the wildest thing to me was defending the ultra rich with the racism argument that white Karens use to justify their behavior. I
don't think that. No. That comparison right there was the concept of seeing one person do a bad thing and then generalizing that across the entire group of people. That was not equating the two or putting them on the same level. It's just to explain that, hey, doing this is the same concept as doing this. So
but you gotta understand,
that's disingenuous right there.
For the ultra wealthy, I'm talking like not even the 1%, like 0.1, like 0.1%. For them to maintain their wealth, they simply have to oppress and depress our wages to maintain that level of wealth.
Yeah,
that's so not true.
It literally is true.
That is so not true.
It literally
economics is so complex that there's no way you can just say that.
Toddy, they're incentivized to not only buy their own stocks back to inflate their value, but also pocket the money and not give any of their workers any fair wages or reinvest that money back.
That is so not true.
They do it all of the time.
Why did Wall Street crash?
Wait.
Just remind me, why did it crash?
Let me give you an example, right? When the pandemic hit, the airlines were panicking, right? They had absolutely no money. If the situation kept going, they would have been bankrupt. The government said, okay, we will give you a loan. Here is some money. What you need to do is reinvest in your workers and your company to make sure that this situation does not happen again.
My aunt got one of those loans, nigga. She didn't even work.
I'm not talking about the PPP loan. I'm talking about like those subsidized loans that went to the airline industry themselves, right?
Well, there's a lot that went to the small businesses as well.
Okay, but I'm not.
Let's not ignore that.
I'm talking about a major sector of the economy. All right, I'm not talking about small businesses. Small businesses are everyday people.
The biggest part of the economy collectively.
They're not the biggest.
Let's be real. Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
There are more employment across small businesses in America than there is employment by the big ones.
They have more small businesses have more economic weight than the oil and gas industry.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
that is what he's talking about.
Do they have the more?
I'm trying to say that everyone got a loan.
But
anyone that owned a business
listen to my argument. I'm not talking about everyday small businesses. I'm talking about major economic centers of our country.
I know that's what you're talking about, but I made that comment. You responded.
What's up, gang?
Said,
all right,
no.
just listen to my argument. Right?
Text me.
They give them this money with this contingency. Mind you, it's not on paper. This is just the government's word with the airline industry's word. The airline industry says, yes, we will take this money to reinvest and make sure we will never enter this position ever again. What happens immediately after they receive that money? They literally take that money, buy their own stocks, reinflate the prices of their businesses, give out bonuses to CEOs and their stockholders, and then walk away. And now the airline industry,
every single one did, Hans. Every single one did.
Nah,
that is retarded.
Hans, here's where we're being unreasonable.
You just lost all credibility.
Here's where we're being unreasonable.
Look, Google exists.
Every single one is impossible.
Credibility.
It's impossible. It's impossible for every single one.
If you were ever going, here's the word to the wise. If you're ever going to debate with me,
how many major
fiction.
airlines exist in the United States? How many airlines exist in the United States?
There's no way you're about to sit here and convince me that every single
airlines
large
exist
airline
in the United States? How many?
Major airline?
I don't know. No one knows off the top of their head.
It's less than 20.
I said 10 to 15.
Right. And you're telling me it is impossible that every single one of those major airlines that operate throughout the world that are based in the United States received that money and bought their own stocks and gave bonuses to their CEOs and their stock shares?
I don't think every single one did.
So I wouldn't say it's impossible. I don't think there's a way of us completely knowing.
And just because something is possible does not suggest guilt.
But it is it is unfortunately probable.
It happened in 2008.
It is probable.
Whether it's probable or not, like our entire justice system is propped up on the idea of guilty until proven innocent.
And
our forefathers would be ashamed.
They're not committing a
Can I do something real quick?
That's not what we're having the argument about. We're having.
Yes, you can. It's your stream.
Thank you, Tom.
Can any Virgo? Can you think of any other?
Virgo doing a thing.
No,
Virgo, what's up? What you want to say, Virgo?
I'm doing a thing because, to be honest, I love conversations like these. My only problem is that I have been false flagging the shit out this stream with a conversation like this. This is not a One Piece stream. It hasn't been for the last hour.
Okay.
The 15-year-olds probably don't understand shit.
To be honest, the chat has been mad supportive of the stream.
Yeah.
Why are you niggas drinking?
It's engaging conversation.
I'm smoking.
I don't care about it, but I'm not leaving.
I'm smoking right now.
I'm about to smoke right now.
Toddy and or Sage, every once in a while I have like pretty serious like current events and political talks with my chat on my Twitch every once in a while. Next time I have one, you guys can hop on and chime in.
I would love to. I think y'all should grab Hans too, because Hans is great for this.
Well, absolutely.
No,
I remember the very first ghetto reverie. The very first ghetto reverie
about politics.
We had a long.
Hans got a GED.
Hans don't talk about politics.
Oh, Hans got a GED.
Like, it's too much. It's too much. I'm too politically all over the place. I agree and disagree too much.
It's not even really politics with me. It's a comment on
that's a good thing,
behavior in 2022.
There's
just such extreme opinions on everything.
If you're so for one side or one thing, that's lame. Who's lame like that?
I ain't tribal at all. To me, my political
Black people
stance,
usually aren't tribal.
My political stance is real.
I've been drinking, G, by the way.
My political stance is real simple. If the everyday people are fucking broke and have to work multiple
They're not.
jobs.
If you're in America, you're richer than 99%.
I hear that, but I don't care about that statement because we're Americans and we live in America. If you are an American,
we're ungrateful as shit, nigga.
It don't matter.
Go to Africa and hunt land for food.
I'm trying to hear his point, my guy.
Like, if you are an American and you have to work multiple jobs just to provide the basic necessity for your life and the quality of life in America.
Then get your shit together, nigga. Get some skills and get a new job. This is America. I don't like we be babying people.
Hey, Toddy, keep it a stack real quick. I agree with you. Also, you bogus as shit. At the same time.
Yeah, bro, you just addressed some casual racism.
Hey, come
Like, can we just address the fact that
it's not even.
I know
you cut out completely on me.
I said coming from a nigga who's asleep in the computer lab, who was some hard shit, bro. I know, bro. Niggas can't always get their shit together, bro. It is what it is.
If I was doing, Toddy, if I was doing what you just did to me right now, you would be mad as fuck. Can I just get my point out?
I would be, and I apologize.
I'm trying to hear his point.
Hey, right there, that was character development. I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
I gave Sage plenty of time, though, to be fair.
No, but I'm not Sage, nigga. You feel
gave
me?
you
Like,
plenty of time.
Look, my political stance is this. If you are a working class American or even middle class, even though that's drastically shrinking nowadays, we are more aligned than we would like to think. All of this bullshit about fucking Dr. Seuss is gay and fucking they're making white people hate each other and all of this, fuck all of that. Are you broke? There is a reason why, and until we address that reason,
That sounds like a commercial, like a motherfucker.
And he sound like Buddy from that Everest commercial.
It's my money, and I need it. Are you sitting on the couch right now?
You sitting on the couch right now? I'm
talking about like Little Romeo and that.
Hold on,
Are you broke, nigga?
Can we draw the line? Can we draw the line where broke is? And everybody has their own opinion. So I'd love to see what everybody thinks. What actually, for everybody, what is your definition of being broke in America?
If you have less than $1,000 in your savings account, you are broke.
I'm broke.
Okay. Sage?
I don't judge that. You can have $1,000 in your savings account and owe hundreds of thousands to people.
But that's what the fuck. You know how many people in the country are like that? Half of the country.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'll be honest. Like, my definition of broke is that you have any form of debt, like whether that just be an overdraft or not. Like any form
Rich people have debt.
Most people. And
Rich people have more debt than anybody.
Debt is not necessarily.
They take debt to make more money.
I don't have a monetary value.
Wait, you've just tried to defend them. Why are you bringing up? You know what? Okay.
I don't have a monetary value for broke, but if you can't pay whatever bills you decide for yourself and feed yourself, feed and clothe yourself, you're broke.
You know what? To be honest, my true statement for broke would be food stamps. If you've got to use food stamps,
man, if you can't pay your bills, you're broke.
A lot of business owners with food stamps.
Food stamps, yeah.
It's a lot of business owners.
And what do you got? You guys that keep saying if you can't pay your bills, then you're broke. Then what does that actually mean? Does that mean you're staying with family
whatever
because
bills you set for yourself?
Yeah, if you stay with family, you can't pay your bills.
I don't know how food stamps are in America, but here you have to qualify for them, and you have to be.
You got to qualify for them here too.
Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's real easy to game that motherfucker system.
Oh no, here you have to have like government benefit.
You can game that shit.
Over here you just need a name.
You need to hide your income. It don't even got to be in your name to get access to that shit.
Oh no, here it's
illegal
like
immigrants over here eating for free.
So you basically have to have like legitimate claim. Oh, One Piece.
Did everyone give their opinion on what it was yet?
On what
was? Broke?
Virgo, what do you think it is?
Me?
What is?
Being
Virgo,
broke.
What do you think it is?
Being broke is? I think being broke is you're in a very, very dire situation and you can't eat.
You can't eat.
Like you
so
can't
someone that doesn't start it
like you can't eat unless you have to
I feel like you just described poverty. Like you ain't even just described the
I think
this nigga described world poverty.
Okay, I think being broke. I think being broke. I think being broke, poverty,
he's
and
like if
destitution
you're
are the same
broke
thing.
if you live in fucking Botswana.
Being broke, poverty ain't.
I think being broke, poverty, and being destitute are in the same vein.
No, for sure.
Same vein.
But like, I think there's a level between like you could be broke but not really impoverished.
Okay.
No. Well,
yeah. No. See, by broke,
I don't think
that's a synonym for impoverished.
I don't.
What is it if not a synonym?
I don't think they're synonymous, but I don't think it like legitimately is a synonym for poverty.
Well, what's the difference between the two?
They're awfully close.
Well, I think they're.
Let's hear that GED education.
Yo, you gotta. Why is you on him like this?
Hold on, wait.
Why is you on him like this?
Hold on. Because Toddy know what time it is. He know he don't want me to get on his ass right now. That's why he's making these ha-ha jokes. Listen to me. This is some real nigga logic. Like broke is talk about like you really gotta hustle to make like ends meet. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gotta work real hard just to cover your rent, your car insurance, your health insurance, all of that extra shit. And maybe once every 6 months, nigga, you could go out to do something nice, maybe go on a vacation, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But
once a year,
or a year, whatever. But like any extra spending money, even to put in your savings, you ain't got it. That's broke.
Yeah.
You riding the line always.
I'll give you two definitions, right? I guess the very literal factual one would be if you just make less than the average by a significant amount. So I don't remember what the average American makes.
It's like 32,000.
Last time I checked, I want to say 39,000. Last time I checked, something like that, 39K. Last time I checked like that. So if you're making like 20K, you're probably like
who the fuck? You're a teenager making 20K.
Where are these people making 39K?
And or statistically?
What if you're a teenager?
But if you're a teenager,
if you're a teenager,
is like $20 an hour.
That's what I'm gonna get. Again, that's like I will argue the more statistical and factual data there. To me, it's if you work all the time, you have no time, and you're barely staying afloat. If anything, you're just barely treading above water. That's probably how I would describe it from an emotionless argument, but. I don't have the answer for that. I don't know because a lot of people. I know people who will tell you if you only make 6 figures a year, you're broke.
You're broke. Yeah, some girl on TikTok said that shit.
I guess it's subjective.
I don't like to use TikTok as examples because it's low hanging fruit. They're all retarded on there, but
the fruit is
She said that shit.
So is Twitter, by the way.
I really when I think about Hans, you said something that I just wanted to touch on. I think you said like forget like the Dr. Seuss blah 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 yada yada. I agree with you. That's all noise and distraction. But I read honestly, like I'm a maniac. I would honestly say I consume less than like 30 articles and news segments a day. Like every single day, even on Sunday. I plugged in. I pay attention. I'm very serious about this, right?
Yeah.
Do you think the average person cares about that to the degree that I do? And I make time for this. It's not like I have free time to just sit there and stare at the TV and drool.
The average? No, I think there's quite a lot of people like it.
If you're talking about like the noise, like the Dr. Seuss, the fucking all of that stupid shit, genuinely, if you ask a person, they don't give a fuck, right? A tranny using the bathroom, they don't care. They're not thinking about that shit. They wouldn't even know to think about.
They want to know why the gas is so high and they can't buy food, right?
But but once they turn on that TV, and you know what it is, they don't realize that it's a small number of motherfuckers that have a very loud voice.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
And the reason I only said that because I would argue most people passively absorb news through things like Twitter, IG, just some talking heads they might have saw and whatever, and they subconsciously slowly believe certain things as a result of that. Or I'd argue some people know it's stupid and dumb, but they don't want to be seen as like they don't want to be socially a social outcast by not going with what the actual grain of the narrative is, and thus they fall in line or they just don't say anything.
Yeah,
because you'd be surprised how many people in a closed room would say something to me that they're not saying on like in public. I think you're a coward if you do that. By the way, if you're in the chat and you're one of those people, you're a coward.
It's not even.
Yes, you are. There are a lot in the chat. I'm not reading the chat.
Here's what I'll say about that. Like from the instances that happens to me, it's usually people that like I think within an American context we would view them as a Republican, right? And even
what?
I know, right? But like I'm just being real. But
the
like
way
even
we vilify people
I'm
is
not
just
even.
so
Let
crazy.
me finish the point.
I'm talking to myself, nigga.
Before I'm sitting, but you sit here talking about nigga. All right, so
your idea brought about an emotion in me that required an audible noise. So I apologize. So blame yourself, nigga.
Okay, all right. So like that people would identify as at the right.
Tony, even if slap the shit out
even if like the thing that they're saying on its own, when you actually have that conversation with them, is not that vitriolic, xenophobic, or whatever fucking ick or ism you want to throw in that shit.
Don't say that word.
Because of the fucking the state of the country, like they don't even feel like they could even speak something like let me give you an example, right? Like immigration, right? even though I am on the left, I recognize and understand that we can't allow a bunch of motherfuckers into the country.
How dare you say that, Hans?
You know what I'm saying?
Are you a bigot?
I mean, look, even from an economic argument, right? It depresses the wages of American citizens.
It's time to end the stream.
Oh, what? No, I want to talk about One Piece.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I don't.
No, you don't, because I'm flabbergasted.
Why are you flabbergasted?
What do
you think about it, Virgo?
Nigga, you just, oh my God.
You depress the wages of American citizens. It's just a fact.
Yeah, that's cool, nigga. Take my wages, nigga. People need to survive. Take them.
I understand
Take
that.
my wages. I don't care, bro. I'll be broke. I'll be homeless, nigga. Nigga need to survive. You're kidding me, bro. Wow.
First of all,
Virgo, do you think we should have open borders?
Yeah, absolutely. Open the fuck out of them.
You're
man, we would be broke as shit.
I don't care. That means
how an economy
we would
works.
be. We would be, and that matters not to me.
Comment. Virgo, just explain your position. Just explain your position. I'm not gonna get angry for your position.
No,
just make this better. Make sense.
You can disagree for all intents and purposes. That is fine. My thing is, there are people who are probably vilified in their different respective countries and are probably going to be murdered, going to be beaten, going to be kidnapped, whatnot, and they come here to seek refuge. No matter how well their living conditions will be, no matter how well they come to the land of dreams, America. It's whatever. They come here to survive, and yes, they will take from our wages. They can take from my wages. It is fine. I will be destitute because of them, and that is fine. I will survive. I will figure it out.
Look,
what if you can't figure it out?
If I can't figure out
the economy,
then
what if the dollar? What if we have a Venezuela? What if we have a?
One second. What do you say about the many of them who get sexually assaulted, hurt, die on the way to America because of the coyotes and whatnot? What do you say about that? Because it's a very dangerous and perilous journey, brother.
It is.
Like
it's
I
terrible.
really think a lot of you close your eyes to the reality of what a lot of those people go through, and like
I don't.
The amount of people who get there. It's not as many people who start that journey.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right,
but I'm not talking about their journey. I'm talking about when they finally come here and look for a vilification and their justification. When they finally,
But you have to consider what is sacrificed. Hold on, you have to consider what is sacrificed to achieve that, though. You can't just disregard the cons of
as much
situation.
as they went through to come
the
here. The
200,000 people that get here
what they went through to get here.
200,000.
I think it's phenomenal. What it took for them to get here, and if they want to be here, take my wages.
Wait, hold on.
Hold on. Let me follow that up. Let me follow that up, Virgo. If say 200,000 people come here a month, and I think it's more than that.
Okay.
If 2,000 people get here, and they're probably not going to have the easiest lives. It's probably going to be homelessness and drug addiction that they pick up. Disregarding that.
That's a bit extreme.
Is those 200,000 people?
Can I say this?
And hold on. There's no guarantee that their lives end up actually being better here than they were at home. But say it is for 200,000 people. Is the happiness and success of those 200,000 people worth the 30 to 50,000 that have to die? And that group that tried to get here and didn't get here.
No, it's not worth it. But they made that conscious decision to want to try to get here. I'm not
looking at it as a whole. Looking at the situation as a whole, is the success of those 200,000 people worth the 30,000 that didn't make it?
I think you're missing the point. Their journey was a conscious decision to come here. What I was asked was, am I okay with them?
I know I'm changing the subject. I know I am.
Can I just respond?
But I want an answer to that question that I posed to you, though.
Can I just respond?
Is the success of 200,000 people arriving in America worth sacrificing 30,000 that try to get here and die?
What you're telling me right now is completely null and void.
That's the question to consider when you're thinking about open borders, because no one's really considering the cons of open borders. It invites people to take a very dangerous journey they don't make.
Is their conscious decision to want to come here? That's not what I'm asking.
Can I?
I know it's not your original point, Virgo.
Can I say this?
I know that's not your original point, but I'm following this up with another concept that I'm trying trying to get your opinion on.
Can I say this?
I know that's not what you're saying, but I'm saying consider that. If your position is that you're all for open borders, then you have to know how many people are dying as a consequence of that opinion.
Can I say this?
And a lot of people don't consider that at all.
Can I say this?
Of conscious decision to die. They're
Can
probably not thinking they're dying. No one's going to set off thinking they're dying.
They're choosing whether they want to come or not.
And if they die, that's okay because the other people get to make it there, right?
It's very sad if they die, but they're choosing that they want to make
y'all are going in
the
circles.
tumultuous, treacherous journey to come.
Y'all are going in circles. Can I say my point?
You're doing Cons. Let us have a back and forth real quick.
You won't let me speak. I've been trying to speak for fucking 10 minutes. You won't let me speak.
You're trying to speak in the middle of our debate.
Hans, what do you want to say? I'll remember.
No, he's going to change the subject. All I want is a yes or no question. I don't want you to dance.
Not a yes or no question.
Hans, have some social skills, nigga. Two people are having a back and forth. You can wait until this has its resolution. We did that with you and Naya, and that was a very fruitful conversation.
You won't let me get into the conversation.
You're trying to get into it at a bad time.
I've been trying for the last
Not that
10
you can't
minutes.
get in it.
You haven't let me talk for 10 minutes.
Yes, and sometimes you have to wait 10 minutes.
And it's not.
And it has not been 10 minutes.
You let me get in the conversation for 10 minutes.
Then take a hint, nigga, and wait.
Or you could wait and not have the whole conversation for 10 minutes.
Why do I have to stop my back and forth so you can say something? Virgo, all I want is a yes or no. I don't want another type of rationalizing the question or anything like that. Is just in your opinion, yes or no, is 30,000 people worth the sacrifice so those 200,000 people can get here?
Before I answer,
there's only two answers.
But no, there isn't. And the reason why there's not two answers is
because it's a difficult question.
No, it's not because it's a difficult question. Because that question is not just black and white. There are black and white questions, and that is not one.
How is it not one? It's asking someone their opinion, giving someone a scenario, and saying yes or no.
Why are they sacrificing? The context matters, and you are the main proponent of somebody who tells me that all the time.
Context only matters after you answer, because then you get context to the reason. Listen.
He's answered the question mad times.
Because the purpose of the context is to explain why you feel this is the answer.
And I did.
Yeah. The question itself is not. Black and white. Your answer is not black and white.
He answered. You just got to take his answer. You just don't like it.
I will never in my life be willing to sacrifice 30,000 lives. But they made a conscious decision to want to sacrifice that for a better life that they thought they were going to get.
So it's not with the caveat that you understand that they made the sacrifice willingly. The answer is no, but you want it to be understood that.
But you're asking me that question as though I want them to perish.
No, you're assigning morality to the word
death.
To the word. I'm not. I'm just saying worth. The word worth is the pinnacle word in that question. I am not assigning morality to the word worth.
Every conversation, Dottie.
Well, the question was, is it worth 30,000 lives?
His point was like, if I say value, some people might go straight to monetary value. I go to character. That's in my word.
I just want to know why the rich people can't help. There's a lot of billionaires and they're so nice. Why can't they help?
You know what else there is? And this goes to Sage's point earlier, where she said something about Elon Musk got a report of how many people much money it would take, and it was something around $1 billion to end world hunger. My question is, why aren't the governments that have trillions of dollars taking care of that kind of shit? It kills me that people are putting responsibility of this kind of shit on ordinary Americans rather than saying, you know what, he has $1 billion, but my country has 30 trillion.
Toddy,
if 1 billion is a drop in the button,
Toddy, I am in full agreement.
That kills me.
Can I say what I wanted to say to you?
And world hunger, for the most part, has come leaps.
I want to hear Hans's point.
Go ahead. It
was pertaining to us.
Go ahead, Hans.
Yeah. So I mean, I understand the principle of open borders, right? I don't necessarily disagree with it in terms of like where humanity should be.
I understand the negative.
You know what I mean?
I do.
But like, in terms of like the modern context of immigration today, right? I understand the impulse that there were a lot of situations where there were millions of refugees fleeing all across the world, and a lot of them choose to come to America, and we want to help them. I get that as a leftist. I understand the impulse, but for me personally, there has to be a limit. I'm not saying that we can't let nobody in this motherfucker. That would be heartless. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying that the way in which we handle immigration, when the right talks about it, even though sometimes their language is, for a fact, vitriolic and a little pointed, to be kind, right?
I'm sorry. Can I ask something real quick, Hans?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I like learning new words, and I don't want to be ignorant. What is vitriolic?
Vitriolic means like I have to look it up. Hold on. I know what it means.
That wasn't. They didn't cover that in GED school.
Okay, Hans. I wasn't doing it to single you out. I just really wanted to know.
It's like just like cruel or bitter language.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Right. So like, but the essence of their point is correct. Like, to allow too many immigrants in over a long period of time is just detrimental to the.
I know.
Right, for America itself, and the country does have a responsibility to its natural born citizens. It just does. And when you look at the economic impacts that it has, it's reasonable, I think, to say, yeah, we cannot just allow everyone in, especially if I make less money because of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Virgo,
like,
you know,
yeah, and
Virgo,
like I said, I understand. Like it. There really isn't too many positive connotations from opening the borders, right? Besides, what I'm saying is people just getting the refuge that they need. That's all I really cared about in the con point of it.
Well, are they really getting what they need? To be fair, when you think about
they're not getting what they need,
life
but they're getting the
better or
opportunity.
worse.
The opportunity is where I'm at. The opportunity.
Even if only 10% of them actually achieve it,
it's better than what their living conditions were.
We should sacrifice the well-being of every American, basically, because their standard of living is going to decrease.
Maybe.
So that 10% of the people that try to get here have a good life.
Is too. What's the word for it?
But I think, I think, Toddy, like, I think it goes to like the ideal of what we want America to be, right? Like
Land of the free, right?
Like, if we are saying that we are a country that can allow, that isn't able to allow people in and give them a piece of the American dream,
they do. People are just saying that they're, and that's the thing. That's the thing, though, is no one is really advocating for no immigration whatsoever. People want to act like they are, but they aren't. What people are advocating for is a system to allow people that want to get here and change their life to come over. In a way that works and actually gives them a chance to succeed.
If it can happen,
so
for
the
some,
argument
I'm all
at
for
the heart of it, at the heart of it is, should there be a system in place for immigration, or should there not be? So that's the true question.
So then, what would be the system?
I don't think any.
What would be the what?
There's a lot of things we could do to fix the immigration system. Like, for one,
hold on. What needs, guys? Let's be realistic. What needs fixed? Because legally, hundreds of thousands of refugees come here all the time. I want to say annually.
Most people, like, there are a lot of.
They come here legally. That is a lot of people, and a lot of lives change without the people.
You hear me?
A lot of just murder.
My point. Like, let me finish my point, please.
A lot of them get murdered. What do you mean?
A lot of these niggas get.
You keep talking when I'm in the middle.
Go ahead, Hans. But I don't want to segue. But like, a lot of these niggas get strapped up otherwise and just murdered, bro, before they even make it.
Like, it's not even that. Like, there is.
Yeah, they do.
Most people come into the country a number of ways, but the main way is they fly in. Call that crazy, right?
Not lately. Not lately.
The majority of people.
Them niggas are in Air Force Ones coming over.
The majority of people that illegally enter the country fly in because it's the 21st century.
I hate you, Toddy.
Did you say legal or illegal?
I hate Toddy so much.
Illegal.
I didn't want to laugh, bro. This nigga's such a dick. I was trying to be serious for once.
Y'all need to lighten up.
No, bro, I feel strongly about this topic, so y'all got me out of body for a little bit.
Okay.
To another way that people end up in this country illegally is that they're on work visas and they expire and they just never leave.
Correct.
Right? So, like, I think what we need to do is actually be very careful about how we talk about immigration. Right? Like this. Because I think, Toddy, I'm being real with you. I understand the heart of the argument that you are trying to make, but I think you actually we probably have a similar ideal of what America represents or should represent to within the country and then to the world stage.
That's not my position at all.
I know, I understand. That's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying we probably agree on what that would be, right? I'm saying to you that
I doubt it. I have more than a GED.
That's not even what I... Oh, damn it.
You could just go ahead. I'm gonna shut.
I can hear him laughing, like
because I'm
can't hold it in anymore.
I'm gonna cuss him the fuck out. You really let me calm down before you. Y'all go ahead.
No, I think there's only one.
If you follow the Ron DeSantis thing with Martha Vineyard, did you follow that at all?
Wait, I'm sorry. One more time, Naya.
The Ron DeSantis, he sent a bunch of migrants to Martha's Vineyard, where a lot of the rich and elites live. Did you follow that at all?
I did not.
I did. That shit.
You really didn't?
I did not.
Do you watch anything but One Piece?
I do. But
how did you miss that?
Okay, Jesus Christ! Can I be honest? Fuck. No, I did not follow it.
If you don't know, then it's okay. Don't worry about it.
I was hoping it was okay.
I wanted your opinion on it. If you thought it was an evil act that he did that, that's why. But if you don't know, I can't
I'll sum it up.
No, Naya, I'm sorry. I was not privy to that.
For you. Because he sent them to an actual I think you guys call it a sanctuary state over there, right?
Yeah,
where you're supposed to actually allow them. So I would argue he highlighted the hypocrisy of the argument of just let anyone in anywhere 100%. All the time for any reason.
Okay.
Can I get them out of my
gated community.
Can I be real about that?
And hold on. I'm gonna say this and then I'm just gonna let you guys rock.
I can see the naivete.
I don't have a political affiliation, all right? Right? I'm not a moderate. I'm not a socialist. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat.
I'm just a nigga.
Okay? I just take a step back and I look at what I believe makes sense per country, per area, per state, per province, whatever the case may be.
I'm the same way.
And I just wish that people would work together, stop being too emotionalist, stop getting into the partisanship and the tribalism, and actually talk about what really matters. I will just say that I realize
I think we're more
over the
alike
course
than
of the
you
years,
think, G.
I'm more conservative than I thought I was. But at the end of the day, there's not a political party, person, ideology that I agree with lock and step from top to bottom. I believe you need a little bit of everything, and you have to think about your area. A city does not need the same things and legislation that you need somewhere where it's a more rural area where it's open, there's wildlife. You might need to actually be able to carry your firearm over there because it might be a bear or something, whatever the case is.
Maybe she get crazy. It is what it is.
Oh yeah. But the problem
maybe there's black people that live in town.
There seems to be a general push that there is one solve all for everything in every area, and if you don't comply, you're evil, you're wrong, you're ism, is this and that and third.
They'll call you a Republican just for not having the same opinion.
But can I talk about
a Republican is not somebody. It's not a term synonymous with good or evil.
Wait, hold on. Can I just talk?
You could be a good Republican or a bad Republican or somewhere in the middle.
Can I comment on that Ron DeSantis thing? Because I don't even think what the act in itself is evil or vile or whatever the fuck. I will say that it's gross, and the only reason I was. I'm about to tell you if you just let me say it. The reason that it's gross is he's doing it for one reason. It's because that nigga want to run for president.
Oh my God, nigga, you sound so stereotypically
black. The nigga
black.
wants to run for president. Period.
I think he should. I think he's a Republican's best shot. I
think he should too. And I don't think that's why he did it. I think he's just literally, like Naya said, highlighting hypocrisy.
You think politics? So what? You think Gavin Newsom challenging him to a fucking debate wasn't because Gavin Newsom also wants to run for president?
That doesn't mean those two things are the same. Just because you listed another situation, which is something, doesn't mean that the thing you said before
Ron
is.
DeSantis called out Gavin Newsom, talking about he had too much grease because he.
What does this have to do with the migrants and Margaret's Vineyard?
Because that's how it all started. That's how it all started.
Oh my God, no, it didn't.
Interesting.
Virgo, that's not what happened, by the way.
That's exactly what
I'm not sure.
What happened?
I mean, I'm not privy, so I really don't know.
Florida.
I'll run it to you in like 3
sanctuary
sentences.
state, right? Am I right on that? Florida's not a sanctuary state, from my understanding, right?
No, it's
not. No, it's
so
not.
don't send them there.
It's not. The thing was, Virgo, is that the left is championing this free immigration policy, whatnot. Meanwhile, the southern states are actually taking a hit of all this. Millions of people cross the border into only a handful of states. And what that's resulting is mass poverty, homelessness, and lawlessness in areas close to the border. It is bad. I lived in Austin, Texas, and I saw it before it even got to this point. Almost every single street corner is homeless people staying out there. And there's a bunch of crime, all that. Anyway, so Florida is one of these states that gets millions of people that cross in and wreck these communities. What he did is he sent all these, he sent 50 immigrants that just came from, I think, Venezuela. He put them on a plane and sent them to an island called Martha's Vineyard. And that is a place where rich, wealthy, leftist elites live. And they got the residents. And then within one day, whereas they said, like, bring all the immigrants we can, bring them all in, all this kind of shit. When 50 instead of 1 million arrived on their doorstep, within a day, they were taken to a fucking army base to get them the fuck off of that island.
Again,
okay, are you going to tell the rest of that report?
But I don't even disagree.
I mean, there's probably emotional opinion behind it, but in terms of the actual
are you
facts
going to
of
say
what
the
occurred,
actual facts of that report? Are you going to say the rest of them?
can you not be so condescending?
Well, you're saying your side of the fence is propaganda, but you're not mentioning the other side of the fence.
None of that was emotionally charged or opinionated. That was simply the facts of what happened.
Okay, but it isn't all the facts. And I'm telling you it's not all the facts. Like, you're talking about the incident where immigrants were sent to a place where they were lied to about where they were sent to, and they asked to be moved.
No, they weren't. He has consent, signed consent from the 50. That's the thing about your news sources, is that they're lying and clearly biased.
And you think
he has
yours are
written
telling the truth?
consent from them saying that they want to go to Martha's Vineyard. That is, he has it.
So
And it
why
was,
did they
in the
have
front page of the
appointments in other
newspaper
cities?
yesterday.
Why did they
And why
therefore
they
have
what?
appointments? Why did they therefore have appointments in other cities for their, citizenships and things like that? Why did they have the appointments in different states, some of them?
Because they probably made them when they didn't know they were going to motherfucking Martha's
No,
Vineyard.
they were given
the
them.
richest island
They
in the
were
world.
given those appointments.
What is that? How does that disprove anything?
Because it's not about
Even if I
proving
believe
it.
that.
I didn't. Okay.
That doesn't
It's
prove
not
anything.
okay.
You said even.
It's
I
not
feel,
about.
I feel like you slightly started to believe it, but continue.
There's a difference.
I'm messing with you, Todd.
There's a
I'm
difference
messing with you.
between.
Well, I
there's a-
consider it being true.
There's a difference between something being, done for political gains and something being done as a mistake. And the difference is normally when you actually talk to the people involved and their side of the story. The paperwork that they were given was, some of them were expected in places like Boston and shit like that, and Washington. So they're expected to be there 2 or 3 days after they hit Martha's Vineyard. And they were expected to do that because the entire point was for them to essentially fail. But that part of the story isn't told by right-wing
How does that change the
narratives.
moral of the story in any way?
Because you are putting somebody in a situation to immigrate where it is impossible for them to do so.
That
legally.
happens every minute at
Okay,
the border
but the
right
entire,
now.
okay, but the
you're
entire
talking about
point
this
is they were
story
meant to be legal, and your entire point was that these people were given perfectly legal immigrants, and they should have accepted them. But that wasn't what happened.
That's not my point at all. My
Then why
point
did you
is the people that advocate for these open borders, when they see the consequences on their own doorstep, they then realize that we aren't as open as we thought.
Yes, Toddy, me being one of those people, right? me being someone like that, if I saw those consequences, yes, I would not be the happiest. But for me, for how I grew up and what I've understood, I would understand personally.
It doesn't change the fact, Virgo, that when your apartment complex
evicts me,
evicts you in order to make room for the migrants that there's literally no beds for.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you will. But the point is, Virgo, not everybody else feels that way. The point was these people on Martha's Vineyard did not feel that way, Virgo.
Wait, but hold on. Like,
they did not. They thought to themselves, okay, we're going to have to put these people in our own houses. Fuck that.
Regardless of that, wait, hold on. Like, I understand, like, sort of like this this act of like moral grandstanding. Like, haha, you say you're for immigrants, and here are some immigrants, and you didn't accept them. Haha, like. Fine.
It's not even moral. It's not even
moral grandstanding. Which
no,
is
it's
fine.
not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, because the problems at the border are not small, and they're doing everything they can to fucking get it fixed.
What was the point?
Like what people are not realizing is that we're on a super time crunch until there's too many immigrants to where it's a horrendous problem with poverty.
What was the point?
The point is trying to bring attention to a problem. Like, hey, we cannot deal with these goddamn immigrants anymore.
Moral grandstanding.
Well, let me finish. No one in Washington, D.C. is listening to us at all. Let's show them what it fucking feels like to deal with this issue. On a fraction of the scale. We are talking about 50 people in one entire island. There are tens of thousands that come in a month into one city.
You're describing him putting on a show.
You are describing him putting on a show.
I feel like sometimes when I debate certain people, and there's some people on the call I can tell are not like this, but there are some people that are. The opinion is solidified before it's even discussed. They come into an argument. They come into an argument. They come into an argument with an idea that something is the way it is. And rather than trying to find the truth, they're just trying to find ways to prove that their point. Their point is right.
I would like to talk.
Because there's no empathy. And every one of your guys' points, every single one you've listen. Every single one of you and Han's points so far lacks one major thing. Every single one.
You're on defense. I'm trying to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to you.
Well, let me finish this point. Every single thing you guys say completely lacks an ounce of fucking empathy for the side you're arguing against. It's like you guys are One Piece when the world is like Hunter x Hunter. There is moral grayness out there that exists. And every time you guys have a position, you never consider the other side. You don't even mention the other side.
Wait, hold on, please.
Can I ask a question?
Hold on. Can you listen to me? I have absolutely no side. The point that you're making about immigration, I don't disagree with. I've said that to you this entire conversation.
You call it moral grandstanding, which diminishes the actual problem at the border.
Okay,
to even label it that is
can I finish my point?
A judgment on the other party.
You're taking it as a judgment. I'm just trying to explain to
you.
No,
it's literally by definition a judgment.
Buddy, if someone else is talking, can you let them talk? Because everyone else is letting you talk.
But you're not letting me get my point out, and then you're mad because you're saying, "Oh, I'm not listening to you," when you're literally not listening to my point. Like, I'm trying to.
I don't even remember saying you're not listening.
Then don't talk for a minute.
Jesus Christ,
Sage, your emotions are into this, and unless you can bring them out, you might want to excuse.
Okay,
yourself.
Don't talk to me about emotions when you're throwing the words around you're throwing.
Well, don't sit here and disrespect me. I literally have not disrespected.
Rather than attacking me, can you let someone else talk? Rather than attacking me, let someone else talk.
All right, you're 15 years old.
No, I'm not. I'm just fed up of you.
You are behaving like it.
Of course I am, because you're literally belittling people and then pretending that it's not.
I'm not belittling anyone. I haven't called anyone out their name.
Hey, guys, are we done? Are we done?
I just want to know when I can get my point out without being in it.
No, for real, same.
Both of you, let Han speak, and we're good.
Again, I have no problem with the issue that you're addressing about the border. That is a true problem that I think the left does not do a reasonable job in addressing. I think the language that we use to talk about the issues of the border is childish and nonsensical and actually a little bit immature, if I'm being real with you. However, I'm talking about the actions of an individual politician. Politicians have incentives. Politicians' only objective is to maintain power. That is what your goal is as a politician. You come into office, you maintain the power that you have so you can affect the most change. That's the principle.
Sure.
Ron DeSantis has goals. Even though the issue that he is raising is politically, in terms of us as everyday people, a reasonable issue for us to discuss. And there are people on the left that are calling him names and saying that he's a bigot, this and that. And you have a very fair reaction to say that is an unreasonable overreaction to what he has done. Agreed. However, he is also a politician that has goals and wants to maintain his power to effectuate the most amount of change. So when he doesn't act, by your own admission, is a small showing of the hypocrisy of his opponents. He's doing that for political gains because he has aspirations higher than the office that he currently holds.
Does it affect the morality of the tale, though?
No.
His intentions with it. Does it affect the greater point that people are saying it's okay until it gets to them? Then if it doesn't, why even waste our time talking about it?
But this is what I'm trying to tell.
He's not entirely wrong.
But this is what I'm trying to tell.
He's not wrong. I think he's right, but I feel like it's irrelevant.
This is what I'm trying to tell you.
I'm saying you're not entirely wrong. I'm telling Hans to
But
listen to you.
Yeah, no, I understand what he's saying. I'm not. I keep trying to tell you I don't disagree with the heart of the point that you are making. But
why did you feel that needed pointed out?
Because when Naya said that, I was just saying how I felt about it, and then you said that what I felt was ridiculous, and then you started saying all of these extra things that I'm being emotional and I'm locked into this, all of this shit.
I didn't say you were being emotional.
Yes, you did.
Toddy,
no, I didn't.
We could timestamp.
No, I said Sage was emotionally charged.
You said y'all.
You've said it to everyone, man.
Okay, my bad.
I commented on your guys' lack of empathy for your opponent, but I don't.
You reacted to my statement and thought that it was irrelevant and an unfair criticism without even hearing the reasoning.
Yes, I did.
Without even hearing the reasoning.
I still think it's unfair, but I can admit that it is possible.
You listen. Do you hear words coming out of my mouth?
Yes.
Why do you feel the need to
Hans, you shouldn't do that with
what?
your Chris Tucker sounding.
I'm not interrupting. There is a difference between interjection and interruption.
No, but you're doing
conversation is full of interjection naturally.
No, but you do it nonstop, Toddy. Like nonstop.
No, people do it nonstop when they talk to each other.
Well, Hans, we all interject.
Can I make the point that I wanted to make?
Everybody stop crying about that.
I feel like I'm fighting with you to get my point out.
Jesus Christ. I feel like when people are in a debate, I feel like when people are in a debate with someone they disagree with, they start turning. Listen, they start turning because they can't necessarily use their wits to prove their point. They start actually criticizing. Listen. They start criticizing the grammar. They start criticizing the grammar and the character.
No, Toddy, don't insult their vernacular. Don't insult their wit. There's no need.
What is he talking about?
Okay,
there is no real grammar.
But I do hate, because I have a lot of debates and I've always had it. I've always hated when people start criticizing the grammar.
Toddy, that's how we became friends. We argued.
The grammar and shit like that.
I had no Toddy.
We became we debate and everything, but anytime someone's talking about
I feel like you talking to me like I feel like you talking about me like I'm like some nigga that is like
with the GED, yeah.
No, but I'm being dead ass. Like you talking about me like I'm sitting
here
like,
bro.
like I'm wing, like I'm somebody that was on your ass that did.
No, I think you are smart. I do think you are smart. I do.
But I'm telling you, you're being like, I'm having a conversation with you. I feel like I'm fighting to get my point out, and you're being reactive to what I'm saying without even letting me say what I need to say, because I know once you let me get the point out, you will understand what I'm saying and understand that I'm being reasonable. And then
I understood what you're saying, but I still had the same criticism that I did with the initial interjection.
It took me 45 minutes to tell you that point.
I would actually argue that in terms of your objective, it was a waste of time. Because my interjection addressed my stance on it. You told me your entire point, and my stance actually didn't change. So the interjection should be applauded as a hero because I was trying to avoid dead air.
You made it an argument when you could have just let me say the point and explain my reasoning behind
I did.
it.
I did, and it felt like a waste of time.
No, you didn't. You fought me on it, and then once you let me say it, then you were like, "Well, I didn't need to hear it."
That was
if you would just let me say it
interjection.
in the first place, then you could have just said, "Okay, I get where you're coming from," and then we could have moved on.
I got where you were coming from with the initial one when I was arguing against it.
No, you didn't. You attacked the point and called it stupid, and then you said, "Well, it's not stupid."
I said that's not necessarily true. And it wasn't.
It is.
And then you went on to explain the purpose of politicians and everything. And after that explanation, I acknowledged that it was a possible reason why he did it. Never did I agree that that's why he did it. I still doubt that's why he did it. My acknowledgement that it's possible after your explanation does not suggest that I agree with it.
How many politicians do you believe?
You're not going to convince me of it.
I'm not.
Unless you have a phone call of that nigga talking to his wife talking about, baby, I can't wait to fool these niggas.
I'm asking you a simple
Can I roll y'all in real quick?
Yeah.
Can we talk about this off stream? Because I'm more than willing to. I think it's time for me to go.
Can I make like one question that
Sage, go for it.
Okay.
Only because I've known you for so long. Otherwise, I'd be like, "Fuck you, nigga."
Thank you. I just have one question. Do you think that advocates that are becoming lawyers for the migrants in Martha's Vineyard would be doing it for free to sue the man that sent them there? And also criminal investigations would be launched into why they were put there in the first place if there was nothing to find?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's all I want to know. Because if you 100%. Believe that those kind of actions would be done over potentially
they
nothing,
just did
that
it to
kind of
Donald
shows,
Trump.
Hold on, I'm still talking. If you believe those kind of things would happen for no real reason and that they're essentially both sides of propaganda, then you already have decided on your stance on this fence and you are no longer neutral. So that's fine. But that shows
when
me
did I
what you
even
think,
suggest that
as
I was
well
neutral?
as
I'm clearly not neutral. I have a strong opinion about this.
Okay, well then don't comment upon other people not being neutral and saying that they're not allowed to have a strong opinion.
I never said that. It's
Yes,
just
you did.
that you are
Yes, you
so
absolutely
emotionally
did.
charged that you're like a crazy ex-girlfriend type chick right now.
Okay, right, cool.
And you're just
whatever,
trying to
man.
find
But
whatever you can to vilify me.
Okay, cool, but I'm not vilifying you. I'm saying that you stated...
You have. Your tone has been nasty for over an hour. It's been nasty. And accusations are being made about me, like my character, and trying to manipulate people, which are completely unfounded. These things have an impact to the people that hear it. And I know people are used to Twitter where everybody is a stranger, but, you know, to just put a label on someone and accuse them of being gross or cruel or manipulative isn't normal social behavior at all. That leads to fights. That most people in their life don't deal with that in real life.
Okay,
so
but you
forgive me if I don't
called me
respond
cruel earlier. I did not call
No,
you.
I said your opinion was cruel, and we went through this. Your opinion is not you.
Okay, but my opinion defines me as a person.
Not one single one.
Well, right.
I actually have something I have to do.
I have the information I needed.
I actually have something I have to do. I actually must end this stream. Nothing against you guys, because I love arguing.
It's cool.
I love.
I gotta go.
I
too.
love arguing to the death to me. But
I had fun with this conversation, though.
And to be honest, like guys, I don't think I've actually went on topics like this for so long. First of all, before I end it, kudos to you guys here, Tidy, Hans, and Sage, and Teddy. Thank you guys for being here for all of this. It's been a fucking wonderful conversation. Sorry, guys, that were watching that were expecting One Piece. Shit happens.
How long were you guys talking about One Piece until I came in?
About 40 minutes.
How long were you talking about it?
Hans, maybe next week, or if we're on break, maybe 2 weeks.
That's long enough. Y'all were talking about it for an hour?
Shut up. But guys, thank y'all for coming through. I love y'all. Like it if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. We're gonna get up out of here. Peace, loves, and blessings.
Peace.
All right, y'all. I gotta go. My
this was fire.